goes by the YouTube handle Masshole Report.
Stay away from me, lady! Stay away from me! Get this lady away from me! Get her away!
Man, that man's whole fucking report, dude, is such a fucking goof.
What's your mission?
My mission right now is to keep you from harassing small children.
So we can start asking you why you need a bigger bra than Kate does.
It's Kate. You know, Masshole Kate, Day of Your Existence Kate, Your Every Night Obsession Kate.
I targeted you because you're a pedophile. That's usually how that works.
She's just trolling him one way or the other.
I was the constitutional law scholar today, bitches.
It's like going to war with a fucking nuclear power that has lost its fucking mind.
I'm here to be a spectacle, not a role model. That was fun. Hey guys, we're live. How late were we today? We were 5 minutes late. It's upsetting people. Sorry about that. It's just sort of what happens. Are we already?
I blame Laguna Larry.
It was Larry's.
It's my fault.
I guess I'm supposed to slow the chat already. We need to have like a
Actually, can I take that back? I'm sorry to interrupt you, Kate. Can I take that back? Because it's actually Shiz's fault. It is my fault, but it's my fault because of Shiz. Because I keep asking her to explain to me how I hit the like button on Chille's videos, and she just cannot. Like she can't. She doesn't know how, or she can't explain it to me.
That's not even what you're asking, though. You're just asking me to put my finger in your butthole, and that's not how this works.
Okay, sorry, miscommunication.
I often confuse.
Sorry, Kate, go ahead.
I try to live by the Chille and die by the Chille these days, and like I never know whether to take my finger and just kind of just tap the like button, or if I'm supposed to put it up someone's butt. It's confusing. Because I hear a lot about
hopefully he makes a video explaining it.
That would be helpful. That would be very helpful.
Yeah, if he could teach us how to do cavity searches and hit the like button, like that would be great. Both of them.
That would be great, but I don't have a lot of faith in that, because for a guy who has been arrested 30 times, he sure spent a lot of time talking about why he didn't understand bail and how bail worked with Christy Rohn. I don't know how that's possible.
Christy Rohn has turned into like quite the disappointment here, because I kind of finally pieced together the whole Christy Rohn story. Ooh. And she's not a very nice person.
Give it to us.
Not a very nice person. So I mean, I'm just curious what people are raising money for Christy Rohn for, because I believe it was the last stream that we had. Christy Rohn's sister actually texted Josh and stated, "We don't need your money." Okay, so right off the bat, we don't need your money. And I have been looking at Christy Rohn's Facebook, and the day after she got out of jail, when Chille was raising money for her $1,500 bond that ended up being $54, she took her boyfriend to get a pedicure. So I'm just confused. Yeah, like, I mean, if you need money for all this, like, why are you going to get...
So was the pedicure for the baby in the belly, or...
I don't think the baby's developed toenails yet.
So the pedicure's for her, or the pedicure's for the boyfriend, or both?
For the boyfriend.
For the boyfriend. Okay.
Yeah, for the boyfriend. She's been posting a lot about the stuff that she's been purchasing. She's been posting
those eyelashes.
Eyelashes. I'm confused because she doesn't seem to be in need of many things, and her sister has stated that. And in addition to this, I'm just confused why he's raising money. First, he said it was for the bond, but that didn't happen because it was only $54. So after the $54 bond, which presumably does not need to be crowdfunded, why are they raising money for an attorney for her for such a minor criminal issue?
Huh.
Well, wasn't her arrest thing over some fine she didn't pay?
Yeah, essentially. And they're still unpaid.
So she got a pedicure and eyelashes instead of staying out of jail?
I'm a little confused because I thought that Christy Rohn was James Sheets' grieving widow. I've heard those words come out of Chille's mouth a million times.
Right.
And even people that have donated to Christy Rohn, and the first time when Chille was with her, and then this last time a couple days ago, it's all about Christy Rohn, the grieving widow. And apparently it turns out that her and James Sheets were not together at all. In fact, she is pregnant with her current boyfriend and is already with her current boyfriend when James Sheets died.
That's what it looks like. Yeah. So I've been trying to piece together sort of where James Sheets falls into all this just to get a better idea of like what. Hold on. So the best way I could do this is kind of share this screen here. If you'll, oh wait, that's not going to work. Maybe if I move it over here. I can't move it over here. All right. Give me a second and I'll find it. But I went through her Facebook and I was just trying to figure out like where James Sheets kind of fits into everything as far as this grieving widow thing goes. And essentially what I have discovered is that she wasn't really with James Sheets very consistently, and definitely not when he passed. They seem to actually not like each other at all when he passed, for what that's worth. And I don't really understand where this grieving widow thing has come from, because if she's not pregnant with this guy's kid, she definitely, because it looks like they may have gotten together relatively soon. It's definitely not James Sheets' kid. That is for sure. So I think that she has 1 or 2 children with James. And I'm not saying like, I mean, I suppose that when you have a child with somebody, you know, in theory anyway, you are kind of attached to them for life. And so it might be a little bit painful if your child loses their other parent. Like, I get that. I just don't understand where the money comes in, because she wasn't relying on him for anything, like financially, from all appearances.
No, it seems like she saw an opportunity and ran with it.
Yeah, that is the thing that I know I don't understand, and if I don't understand it, I know a lot of people don't. Like it was my understanding this entire time that she was James Sheets' grieving widow. And now, regardless of whether or not that they have kids from previous, that's fine. But it was my understanding is his grieving widow. They were together. She's pregnant. We're assuming it's his James Sheets' baby, and now none of this turns out to be the case. Like they haven't been together for a long time. So why are people donating money to this person? She's not a grieving widow. She's got a boyfriend. She's pregnant with her boyfriend's child. They seem to be able to get along just fine. Why?
Right. You would think the new boyfriend would be financially supporting the family, right?
Right. Exactly. Yes. So why is Chille out raising money for this person who is clearly not a grieving widow?
Well, I mean, it could be that they are both huge opportunists, and they found something in each other that would allow them to make a decent amount of money pretty quickly.
Like Chille has access to people that if he paints a sob story, they'll donate money, and he'll keep some of it and give some of it to her.
Well, no, remember he said
I have someone who
offered to. He said he had someone that offered to financially support her and her children
for life. I thought, right?
Yep.
For life. Yeah, so it's just very confusing why they keep, soliciting funds, and I can't really discern what for, because obviously they were raising money for her prior to this latest arrest, and it was never really clarified to me anyway, from what I can understand, what they were raising money for. Again, because they weren't together at the time, it doesn't seem like she took a huge financial hit. And nor does it seem like her children definitely aren't starving. At one point on Facebook, she posted a photo of a shopping cart like overflowing with food. So they're not starving. They appear to have a home, like a roof over their head. The kids are clothed. Like, it just doesn't seem like, that's what they need to be raising money for. And then this arrest has happened, but the bond didn't come to fruition. Like, it was only $54. So now they're raising money for an attorney. And this isn't exactly the O.J. Simpson murder case here. Like, the stakes are pretty low. From what I understand, this is just, I mean.
Right. She's probably going to get slapped with a fine.
Right. This is either a traffic thing or, I mean, they seem really adamant about that, the truancy case. But I mean, I don't think that they're going to, throw her into a federal maximum security prison for, 10 to 15 years over not sending some kids to school. I just don't think that's going to happen.
It's definitely not going to happen.
Right. So this is sort of what they were talking about with that. Oh my gosh. I thought I reinstated my YouTube. Oh, I'm not logged in. Whoops. All right.
I was wondering what we were looking at here, Kate.
Right? I was like, is this like Chille school?
Bring the IP powerhouse.
Chille
on.
School of
What's
Professional
Chille on
Acting?
YouTube? How's everybody today?
Chille's selling a
It
master
is
class.
a beautiful.
So it's an advertisement for the textbooks that Chille authored.
Has written. He's a scholar.
Wait, can I say one more thing also? Do we have it? Because this is another thing that I don't understand. Chille was on, when he went on the other day to raise money for the grieving widow who's in jail with the pregnant belly in her baby. He said that he needed to raise I know he said the number 1,500 at one point, and might have even mentioned more about raising money to deal with her bail or her bond. And it turns out her bond was only $54. So why is he running around talking about needing at least $1,500 for her bond when the bond was $54? Just,
I think he actually addresses that at some point in this video too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
yeah, because he said something to the effect of how much money did your dad spend to get you out? And she goes, well, they said it was $1,500, so he was getting ready to pay $150, and then it only ended up being $54, which just seems like it was either a gross miscommunication or they're just lying.
I'm gonna go with the latter, but
yeah, I'm gonna go with the lie too.
Beautiful day. It is absolutely gorgeous. As you guys know, I have someplace to go across the country. I am heading over there now. I'm on a very long drive. I'll be driving for a long time, and I'm looking forward to poor Charlie. What are you talking about? Charlie Bear. Someone said poor Charlie. Why were they saying poor Charlie? What's up? They think poor
Because
Charlie?
Charlie's
What do they
in your
think
general
about
vicinity.
Charlie? Why would you say poor Charlie? Charlie's a great dog. I don't understand. What did Charlie do wrong? What did Charlie do wrong, huh? Oh, no, stay over there, buddy. I got to drive right now. You can sit on my lap in a second. Let me finish what
So that right there is weird, right? This whole dog thing. Does anyone understand exactly what's going on? Or
it's very weird that this elderly looking dog came out of the woodwork and he's never mentioned having a dog before.
Where did Charlie come from?
he mentioned having a dog maybe once or twice, but I don't understand why, if he's living out of his car, and he has been, why wasn't Charlie with him the whole time? And why do you have a dog? Why do you have a dog if you're living out of your car? You know, like what?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I'm very confused. And like the way that he interacts with the dog is very awkward. You know what I mean? He'll be like, yeah, you're a really cute dog. It's a cute dog. It's really weird. Really weird.
It's like watching someone pretending to be a human interacting with an animal.
Right. It's exactly it. Like, yeah. And all he can really muster up is to call the dog cute. All right, I'm going to speed it up.
Like baby Jesus.
And with everything else that Chille does, my natural tendency is to resort to, okay, he's brought a dog into the picture just to gain sympathy from people, to get more money out of him. That would fit his MO for everything else that he's doing.
I just wonder if that's how he talks to women. Like, you're so cute. You're so cute.
He doesn't even use the baby voice or anything. It's very awkward. It's just a very awkward thing to do. I hear that Charlie actually has an Amazon wish list coming out, so this is definitely a little opportunistic, I think. All right, I'm playing him at double speed.
I would buy shit for Charlie any day. Look at him, poor guy.
Well, I think we know somebody we can ask. You're saying you wonder if he talks like that to women. I think we can ask somebody.
Who?
I think there's somebody we can ask.
Yeah, and she would be so happy to do that right now.
What I'm doing here. But I wanted to go ahead and send over this money right now to Christy Rohn. She could use this cash, and so I don't know what her total was on her side. We can kind of total up the side over here of people who sent Venmo, Cash App, PayPal to me. Hit your like button, everybody. let's do a roll call. Hit the number 1 button and let me know where you guys are watching from. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button just real fast. It'll only take you a second. Hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means a lot to what I'm doing over here. And, you know, a couple big shout outs, V. Boyer and Matthew and Louise. And, you know, I'm calling out a few names right now of people who also donated to Christy, but then also donated to me. And I want to say thank you to those people. Oh, what are you doing, little Charlie? Are you laying on your belly? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing?
So weird.
Charlie coming out tonight.
So weird.
More, I think, V. Boyer, you're one of those people I was talking about. Thank you. I appreciate your support. I am driving across the country right now. I have left California. I will be driving for the next, well, a long, long drive. This is going to be a very long drive. And I really don't have much of a choice in it because I got to get to where I'm going. So this is going to be a nice, long
Isn't
drive.
it always a long drive when you live in your
right
van?
now while I got everybody on here.
Do we know where he's going?
Let me see if I can fix that.
So he is.
Valerie.
So he is kind of claiming that he's going to Texas and then somewhere nondescript from there. I don't know. I mean, the Chille tracker has not been very active lately. Yeah, I mean, most likely, I would say by tomorrow, everyone's going to know exactly where he is. But yeah, by his own account, it's Texas.
Okay.
But right there, thank you so much. Hey, Christy, I'm about to Zelle you right now. I'm about to send you this money that people for you last night. I just wanted, because by the way, just so you know, Christy, and I sent it to Christy as soon as it came in. Oz put in $50. Oz actually, just so you know, Christy, Oz put in this 50 right here. Let me see if I can just sneak it up there. Oz put in this 50 before we had a bail amount. The moment I announced that you had been arrested, Oz sent me $50 and he put in here, this is to help get Christy out of jail. Thank you, Oz. I appreciate that. Daryl Kirk, $25 twice. Appreciate you, Daryl. God bless you, man. Thanks a lot. Alan Hubs, $150, 2 different Zelle payments that he sent to me that I am sending over to Christy. Thank you so much, Alan Hubs. God bless you. Alan and I have the best conversations. Oh, Jonathan threw in a couple bucks. That's the money he had to give, and he gave it. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate you throwing in a couple bucks. Every little bit helps. Super appreciate it. God bless you, man. I really appreciate you doing that for her. Christy, yeah, this money's coming to you right now on Zelle as soon as I can get my phone up. And I just want to keep on reading a few more names. Melanie put in, get this.
Isn't it
Melanie
Zelle?
put in $250, and she said, here's 50.
Yes, it is Zelle.
Christy. I said, Christy,
100%.
He can never pronounce anything.
I know. I hate to bash on people for stupid shit like that. That's one thing that's been cracking me up the whole time.
No, but it's literally all the time. Like that's he's constantly mispronouncing everything that he says.
He's like Stewie with the Cool Whip.
Right.
Sure that we get to keep the channel going. We got to get as many subscribers as we possibly can. Make sure you hit the subscribe button real fast. If you would, pretty please, with sugar and cherry on top. No, what happened to Johnny 5-0? What?
Oh my God. No. Okay, I have to log in.
Giving them free advertising like this?
Yeah, pretty much, because I'm not logged into my account. No insurance? Fuck you. No, now I'm logging into my fucking account. Jesus Christ. This is unacceptable. All right, hold on. I think this is what I have to do. I think I actually
this all happened right when Larry was getting excited about Chille's finger. He was starting to tell people to poke things.
All right, hold on. All right, now I'm in the right tab. Hold on. All right, that did it. Excellent. Now I can share on my channel account so that we don't have to watch all those goddamn ads. My Chrome does this weird thing where it will like have different tabs for different people, which I really don't appreciate because I can't always tell which one I'm logged in on. So here we go. Nope. And of course,
and did you have 2 hits of a joint again?
No, nothing today, actually. So it's just my usual incompetence. No enhancements necessary. There we go. Oh, this drives me nuts.
We believe in you.
We go
of the joint.
Right, I was destroyed. Never let me do that again. It was so
It was
ugly.
amazing.
2 hits of the weed.
I was like to the point where I couldn't even find the donation receipt, and I was like, there's probably a good 15 minutes of just me typing, staring intently into my computer, like visibly upset that I can't find this thing. And I found it like 45 minutes later because I spent
we had like a phone call and debriefed and talked through finding it.
It was like a 45-minute phone call, me just bitching about how like I got way too stoned off of nothing. And had I just done that and like waited 30 minutes, like I was at the perfect level, but I can't smoke weed.
That must have been good weed.
It's like really potent. It's really, really potent.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Chille's like serial killer grin right now though?
Yeah, this is going to be one of the most unsettling still shots I could have hoped for in this video right here. Oh my God, it's just him and the dog with its little bow tie and losing its will to live as it just goes in this van.
You know how I can see all this, I can see how all this ending, like it wouldn't surprise me one bit if all of this just ended because the dog was on Chille's lap. Chille was so focused on looking at himself in the camera and he just slams into a semi or something and just goes up in smoke.
I hope not. I hope Charlie's not in the car for that, you know?
I hope not either. I'm just, I hope it doesn't happen. I'm just saying, look at him. I mean, he's got a dog in his lap. He's so focused on himself and the camera, and he's not paying any attention to the road. Like, it's just a matter of time before something like that happens.
Larry, luckily, he's driving.
The car drives itself.
It's a self-driving car. Mr.
Luckily,
David
the car.
You didn't know that?
It's a 2018 self-driving Honda Odyssey. So he's Gucci. He's good. This is like, it would be unsafe for him to focus too much on the road because then he would be throwing the car off, you know?
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, he doesn't want to mess up the vibes to the steering, you know?
Too many cooks in the kitchen if he's driving the self-driving car, you know what I mean? Too many chefs will spoil the broth. Right.
Okay.
What does a good boy do when?
Oh my God, he's gonna die! No.
This is what I'm saying. Boy. Like, look at him. Like, what? How can he be paying
that lane
assist
is really good. This is an advertisement for Honda.
So yeah, so it looks like we raised enough money for the retainer. That'll, and then I got some guy who sent me an email, said he was a venture capitalist and that he wanted to cover the retainer. Maybe he could cover the retainer and then you could keep that money for your family. That would be amazing, Christy. That would be super
more
amazing.
Eyelashes.
That would be just great. I'm not sure why, I did call that guy back.
Does he bungee the dog to the roof at night?
I haven't heard back from him yet. So, maybe the guy who owns the venture capital. Okay. Maybe the guy who owns the venture capital firm will cover the retainer, and then Christy could keep that $3,200 so that she could spend that for her family and for her kids. I'm going to hit him back up on email. Christy, I'm even going to give you the guy's email. I'm going to give you that. There's a guy who wrote me who said he wanted to cover your retainer. He's out of Ohio. He's a VC.
So, I mean, nothing weird about this story here. He's found a random venture what do you call him? Venture capitalist?
Venture capitalist.
Yeah.
Like what?
A VC. A VC.
Okay, can someone explain this?
A venture capitalist is somebody
like a private investor, right?
Correct. Is usually an affluent individual, an accredited investor that has money that invests in, startup businesses. So
I'm just curious how Christy Rohn would be like. Where's the capital in her? Like, what are they investing in?
The baby in the belly, I guess. I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, is Christy Rohn now a startup business? Is she starting up a business? Like, what is it that this guy is It's just so strange how he just keeps referring to this venture capitalist, right? Like, what does that have to do with anything?
The transparency app, it's coming out. I mean, it's coming out soon, and it's a game changer.
How much you want to bet
So-
that capitalist is like Condon or Jeff Lloyd or completely made up and doesn't exist?
I mean, there's a fairly good chance that if he really did get this this email, which I don't believe that he did, Baby in the Belly LLC.
I had to click that one.
It could be a troll. That's my point. It's like this could be completely made up.
Or it could be like a jock sock puppet that he plays with at night in the mirror.
Oh my God, can you imagine? It's me, Chille. Hi,
One on
Chille.
each hand. One on each hand.
right.
Putting those jock
That
socks
jock
to good
socks
use.
make great dog toys, though. Charlie's gonna love them. He's got 4 boxes of them in the back.
I'm kind of wondering why we haven't had a jock sock puppet show yet. I mean, I don't know. It's just so weird how he say, like, I do not believe that he's telling the truth. And like on the very, very slim chance that he is telling the truth about this amazing opportunity for Christy Rohn, it's definitely a troll, Chille. Like no one is going to reach out to you via email regarding this. I'm sorry, but probably
Kate, this is the same guy that believed the friggin' voicemail from Sean or whatever.
Okay, but I feel like this is a teaching moment. Like, Chille, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. This is now the University of Common Sense on the internet. Okay, just listen to me, Chille. Like, no one in their right mind is going to reach out to you over this literal crack muppet and say, why, good evening, Chille. I would like to introduce myself as a venture capitalist, and I would like to invest in Christy Rohn. Like, no one's going to email you like that. It's literally never going to happen. If anyone's opening statement to a stranger on an email is, I'm a venture capitalist, you should read that as, I'm a Nigerian prince. Like, that is just absurd. Come on. Not real.
Yeah.
Calling it.
I would believe that Chille was in a 7-year-long relationship with the awkward girl from the phone call before. I would believe that some person's like, I want to sponsor this woman in Ohio.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe he finally figured out Coded Friends, and he's doing round 2. It's a beta version of Coded Friends.
Everything.
Don't say beta. You're gonna trigger him.
Beta version. Chille is a beta version.
It's the alpha squared version then.
I mean, this is just absurd stuff. And I almost feel like he just, because like you said before, Shiz, at one point he said that he had someone who was going to take care of this woman financially for life. And clearly that didn't pan out, right? That didn't pan out. We should probably edit together just like an anthology of clips. I'm just spitballing on the live stream, guys, but I feel like we should just kind of map out Chille's financial promises to Christy Rohn. If maybe we can work on that a little after we stream, just so that we can really piece together how many times he has made these ludicrous promises. And this freaking idiot is probably taking the $140, $60, whatever, chump change he throws at her at the time, to get her through the day with whatever bullshit she feels like she needs in her life, right? Like that she's just agreeing with him and believing that there's going to be more at the end of the tunnel. Like he's got to have promised at least 2 or 3 mystery investors that were going to solve this woman's life because her shitbag ex-boyfriend got shot by the cops during a high-speed chase, right? Like,
well, didn't he just say they raised like over $3,000, but didn't he also say that he takes 30%?
Well, what he's saying essentially, I figured out what, and I don't want to defend Chille, but fair is fair. I watched that through a few times, right? Because at first when I was reading this on Discord, right? All he's saying essentially is, so if you donate $10, he's saying, I'm not going to pay the full $10 to Christy Rohn anymore. I'm just going to give what I am getting right after YouTube takes its cut. So that's essentially what he's saying, because he's so ignorant and he's such a terrible liar that he believes that people believe that he has been forking out the exact dollar amount in super chats. How would he even keep track of that, right? Like, does he rewatch his streams and write everyone down? Is he keeping a spreadsheet? No. He's waiting until the 21st. He's finding out, what the payout for that video is. And if he's even paying her, which is debatable, at the very most, he's, transferring that amount. He's not taking track of every single super chat and then giving her, in advance on the dollar. So it's just bullshit. He's just lying again. But I don't think it means he's taken an additional 30% out. I think that's just where he's trying to make it sound like before he was just a really good guy who was paying her exactly what you were donating, which is ludicrous. No, he's not.
Yeah, to be fair, he is, excuse me, he was referring to that, saying that he's not going to cover that 30% anymore. But then you're also right about the fact that he is that ignorant or dumb or whatever you want to call him, where he actually believes that we believe that he was covering that 30% in the past, which, come on, we know he wasn't.
No, I mean, not just because obviously he doesn't have it. He's a vagrant loser at this point, just traveling, from state to state, probably grubbing up a couple $1,000 at a time and then going off to the next place where he can get fed. But it's just not the logistics of it would just be ridiculous. There's no way that he's going back and logging every single super chat, and he's driving half the time when these things are coming in. So, he's not really keeping track of it while, his Honda drives itself off a fucking cliff.
For sure.
All right.
So I'm just going to forward the email over to you, Christy. I just don't want to give people access to you until I know that they're not a bad person who just wants to say mean, hurtful things to you. So that's why I've tried to not. I gave Marcus your contact information because he has proven to me that he's real, he's legitimate. And by the way, Marcus at Storm Chasers Radio, what a great guy. What's going on, Kyle? Smile, Kyle. How are you? Hi, young Byron. How you guys doing? Good to see everybody. Thank you, V Boyer. I appreciate it. He's a little stinker. He's a little stinker, aren't you, Charlie? Are you a little stinker, Charlie? Are you a little stinker?
Who wears short shorts? Chille wears short shorts.
Huh? You little stinker. Is that what you are, Charlie? Good boy? Is Charlie a good boy? Is he a good boy? Okay. So let me reach out to that VC on email. We raised $3,200, but I think that lawyer is going to be a $2,500, $1,500 minimum retainer. So we want to make sure that we have enough money for Christy because she's going to need money for the kids. She's going to need money for rent. She's going to need money for bills.
Is he literally holding the camera with both arms?
So, Aaron, why do you keep asking me if I've helped someone or not? I don't understand. I think that we helped Christy, and I don't take credit for that. I was just the conduit to help her. But Aaron, yes, we do help people on this particular channel. We raise funds for people. That's what we do. So, I'm not sure, Aaron, if you're with me today or you're against me today. I don't know, Aaron. But God bless you, dude. I hope you're doing okay. I got nothing against you. I appreciate you coming around when you're in the right headspace, I guess. Clash with Bow. Why don't you use your platform to help people, dude? I don't understand. You come to my profile just to. If you guys haven't noticed, some of the, and I've heard so many things today that people have said about me and are doing things. What'd you say, Aaron? You said what? I'm not trolling.
That is his internet entirely. That is not mine. I just want to point that out.
I'm just pointing out that people
garbage.
Like to say that.
I thought it was mine.
No, it's just garbage.
It's nonsense, Aaron. Ask Christy. Christy, do you feel helped? Do you feel like the people here have banded?
Yeah, she got a pedicure
together,
right,
to help you? Aaron, I don't want to boo you from the channel. I know that you're making a big show because you got your clash with Bow here, but it's what a if this is the community.
Whoa. Did he just make a reference to Clash with Bow? I thought that Clash with Bow was a huge Chille supporter, so I don't know why he would be upset with Bow.
I don't know.
Bow, I think, has been very, very respectful and very supportive and kind. Didn't he also make like a jail phone call on Chille's behalf at one point?
I don't know.
Sorry, I feel like with my camera off, like it's not really you're not conveying how I really feel about it. But yeah, no, I feel like he's a staunch supporter, and I don't like the negativity coming from Chille right now.
Yeah, on the last stream, weren't they friends?
How gross.
Yeah.
How absolutely gross. You know what I mean? It's like how disgusting. If that's the community on YouTube, that you're jealous of me.
Can I just say I hate when he puts his finger vagina up to the camera?
Then I don't want to be a part of that community. Oh, it's nonsense that people say you don't help people. Okay. Aaron, look, I don't know, dude. I never know what I'm going to get. You know that, dude. You know that people come here one day, act like they're my friend, and you know that the next day they don't act like my friend, And I am sad about Johnny 5-0.
He has the social maturity of a middle schooler.
Yeah.
It says,
yeah, for me, every time he
you
says
have
he's going
rights.
to file a
I
federal
like Johnny
civil rights
5-0.
law.
I've always liked his channel. I've been a fan of his channel for a long time. Thank you, Aaron, for the kind words. I do appreciate Aaron Queen. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it. I know Clash with Bao is here, and I know you guys are friends. That's everywhere on YouTube. Coach Lips. What's everywhere on YouTube, Coach? I'm just not going to read comments. You know why? Because
dude, he should have realized that a million streams ago.
When you put Clash with Bao's link in my chat, I mean, that guy's not my friend. He's been nothing but rude to me. Even when I extended an olive branch to try to be his friend and said, hey, let's work on something together, he told me to go F myself several times.
Several times. Can you
Several times.
Great. Bao always wins. Great. I'm super happy to hear that.
Oh my God, guys!
I thought Kate always wins.
No,
what? I thought it was Kate always wins.
We have to switch it up, guys. I'm calling it now. I so decree it. I don't do this shit this often where I'm like, hey, everybody, let's do this event. We have to change it to Bao always wins now. Okay, like the mantle has been passed. And we just need to really roll with that to give it the real full force effect. I'm sorry, but that is funny. It's such an innocuous thing, right? When people come in and start saying in his chat, Kate always wins, because obviously
just
that's
always
not true.
Wins triggers him. If it doesn't say Chille always wins, then he's triggered.
Not everybody always wins, Chille. Like that's part of the joke, just so you know, but you can't take it.
He is a 4th place champion. How dare you?
You're right.
Peter.
He is a 4th place wrestling world champion. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, you did win though, Kate, right? That's a fact, right?
He did say that you won.
I've been winning every single day since this. Oh my God. Somebody's sending me some pretty fucked up pictures of Chille right now. I don't even Should I share with the class real quick? I'm just going to do an overlay with it real quick because this is depraved. I don't even know who you people are out there. You're sick. Who would think of this? Oh my God, who would think of that?
Oh,
you guys,
no.
This is disgusting. What do you the look on his face?
I feel bad for Charlie.
That's
You always pause when he has butthole lips.
It's 99%, like he just always freezes. He either looks really or he's got like the creepy smile, or he's just like, that's like the only 3 speeds that his face seems to go in.
Super happy to hear that. Bao, you have beaten me, my friend. You have won. Great. Can we move on now? Can I? Hey, Leducator, dude, you don't got to troll Leducator. We can have a conversation on the phone, Chad. It's so funny, Chad, because you've acted like such a for so long. I wonder what it's going to be like when someone fights back against you, Chad, when you're not just using your power. See if we can get service back. You guys stay with me here. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut in and out of service here. But stay with me. Stay with me. It'll come back in.
I would hope if a car is self-driving, it at least had Wi-Fi.
It will come back into focus. So forgive me. But I'm here where the wind towers are in California. Yeah, I agree. I don't want to block Leducator. Let him come in here and talk all the trash he wants. Let's pump up the fight. Let's get as many people as we can donating to St. Jude's. I got a guy that's going to take bets, just so you know. I'll announce that in the next couple days. I've got a guy named Todd who's going to take bets. So looking forward to taking those bets. And then Mike Sarek contacted me today, and he's supposed to have emailed me over the contracts, but he hasn't emailed me them over yet. And so, and let's look, Chad's already a pig. You don't have to really say much about him. He is a pig. I mean, look what he's doing. He's a pig. Legicator for the win. You're welcome to root for Chad. That's fine. If you like sucking that cop stick, then go ahead and do it. Me personally, I can't stand pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Chille hates pigs more.
Realized I was muted. He's going back to Jeff fucking Lloyd now. Is that what's happening? I feel like the entire idea for this new persona came from Jeff Lloyd. I feel like we haven't looked at him close enough.
Maybe. I thought his name was Jeff fucking Lloyd. It's just Jeff Lloyd.
So I guess when we skip trace him, then we'll just we'll start with Jeff F. Lloyd and work backwards from there. I don't know. It's just like, it's weird that all these shady associates keep popping back up. It's fascinating. I wish that I could he's just a puzzle, this guy. That's why he's so interesting.
He's supposed to be on the clock, PD. Oh, they're giving him all the time he needs to train as hard as he can. That's what they're doing. They're giving Legicator. I hope he's able to come back in. I want to hear what he has to say. And it's like, look, Chad, I think I'm going to beat you, dude. I think I'm going to beat you. That's what I think. So I'm willing to bet on myself on that, because I'm going to beat you. Oh, yeah, Dan, you bet. You bet. You bet. And there's people in here who are psychos. I'm seeing some of the names go by. People who are obsessed with me, just obsessed with me. I wonder, you know what I mean? Because, look, they say that up to 20%, up to 1 out of 5 people in America is either bisexual or gay.
Why are we back to here?
I just wonder if some of these guys come in here.
He's trying to reassure himself.
I think maybe they're attracted to me and that they're in some sort of closet position and they're afraid to come out of the closet. And the way that they share the closet is.
And where does he get those numbers from?
Want to
my
hack
question.
me down.
His statistics. I was going to ask you guys. To answer your question, he clearly just pulls them out of his ass. He has no idea the percentage of. I mean, did he really say that 75% of the population is gay or bisexual?
What was his number? His number was like 35% or something?
Hold on. I thought he said.
Wonder, you know what I mean? Because look,
it was high.
Say that up to 20%.
20%.
That's a lie. So actually,
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
LGBT people make up 5.6% of the population. So that includes bisexual, gay, lesbian, and transsexual are 5.6%, not as high as he thinks.
Yeah, no, I mean, those are just astronomical numbers, 20% of the population. He doesn't understand what a minority is, clearly.
He's just trying to make himself feel better.
I mean, I this is like, I don't know how to ask this question without coming off. So why do you think that he is consistently sexualizing this? Because it comes out a lot and I can't figure out what the point is here. Do you think, instead of asking that question, which is purely speculative, why don't we answer his question? Actually, this is probably a better idea. Why are people so consumed with everything that this guy does? Go. Anyone? Larry, what is it for you? What is it for you?
That's a good question. I've been trying to figure that out for 2 months now, which
well, you
is
know
why
what? It's
I keep coming
like
up here.
a riddle.
I can't figure it out. Is it just like watching a train wreck? Is that what it is? Because you can't.
Well, no, I think it's like trying to figure it out. I feel like it's a riddle.
Hold on,
and everyone's trying to figure out their part.
I'm saying if you have okay, let's say that there is a significant portion of his initial followers, watched him and they believed what he was saying. They were under his energy. They thought he was all about a good cause. And that's how they got hooked in the first place. That I totally understand. But at this point now where we're at, and even if you hadn't interjected, Kate, and got onto his trail at all, if you just watch his stuff, he's constantly contradicting himself so many times that if you have half a brain, how are you not stopping and saying this guy is just full of shit, period? And then add on top of the fact that you've come in and completely debunked every single thing he said and completely outed him as a total grifter and scam artist, people are still following him. So I honestly don't have an answer. I am as curious as anyone else.
I feel like, he's just a real, why do people watch Tiger King, right? Like, that was a fascinating show. So viral media sensation. Surely Chille will never establish that level of notoriety. Like, that's not going to happen. But he is like the bottom of YouTube's version of the Tiger King. There are so many twists and turns to this motherfucker story. Shady real estate developers and gay strip clubs and, phantom ex-girlfriends
GHB.
from 7 years ago, drug arrests, all these ridiculous, fanciful careers that he throws out there that I'm pretty sure totals to like 100 years worth of professional experience minimum. And he's 47 years old. Right.
At least. If you actually do the math, it's closer to 200 years this guy's been on Earth and has succeeded at everything. Like, it's ridiculous.
Like, I think the people that just blindly hate this guy, you guys have it a little bit wrong, in my opinion. Like, I absolutely revere Chille. I think he is a brilliant comedian, and I think he is a brilliant method actor. Because he just plays the biggest buffoon on YouTube so well. So well.
The real sad part is that the issue, or one of the issues that he is all over is the over policing state that we kind of live in, and there is some truth to that. Obviously there are big problems that we have with the culture of police and how it's been for many, many years. That is a legitimate problem that I would love to see changed, but you don't change it by running around berating cops, every chance you get and not doing anything. Like, he talks about change, but he's not doing anything to actually change something legitimately inside the system we live in. He's not doing anything to do that.
No, you're gonna look real stupid when the transparency glasses come out, man.
Right.
I'm gonna be eating my words.
Oh, dude, you're gonna look so dumb. He's gonna do a whole live about it.
Yes, he is.
Right in Laguna Larry's face. What do you think
Larry,
of this?
Have you heard of this troll? Have you heard of this troll, Laguna Larry?
So I think that's the sad part in all of this. Like, genuinely, all kidding aside, 100% serious. The sad part to me is that if somebody like him expended even half the energy that he expends being a total fucking knucklehead and idiot running around scamming people, if he took half of that energy and applied it towards something good and actually changing, he might be able to have an effect. But he's not.
Oh, yeah.
He's
car salesman, Dunsky. He'd make so much money being a car salesman.
Anything, yeah, like anything. And he wouldn't have to live out of his car. And he could build his own driving car, or he,
right?
could just sit in the back with Charlie and just let the car drive itself. He could go everywhere.
Oh, man.
Bisexual or gay. And so
I'm sorry, I hate to address it, but people are complaining about spamming in the chat. I personally believe that Laguna Lauren should be left to fly free and graze in any pasture she chooses, in any way that she chooses.
Are you calling her a cow, Kate Peter?
No, not at all.
You
She's
just told her
actually
to graze in a pasture.
I didn't mean it like that at all. Not that kind of cow. She's actually quite thin and very attractive, and she's actually very successful and intelligent, and she will tell you this, but most of all, she is modest. That being said, I guess if the spamming gets to be too annoying, that I don't know, just don't block her.
Don't block her. What?
Don't block her. Well, no, because at some point I feel like she's gonna get timed out because people are getting pissed off, and yeah.
Don't block her. There's no reason to block her.
Yes, official notice to just
Yeah,
leave
just
her be.
as much as you can. If it gets too relentless, just just don't block. Anyway,
she's barely a mosquito bite, so why?
I think that she has a good impact, and I think that she actually enriches the chat. So I prefer to leave it.
I just wonder if some of these guys come in here, because I think maybe they're attracted to me and that they're in some sort of closet position and they're afraid to come out of the closet.
Here we go.
And the way that they share the closet is they just, want to hack me down and be obsessed with me. But the truth is,
Kate, can we? Is this where we can enter?
They're probably.
Is this where we can interject with the? You want to take the Pamela Anderson comment? This seems like a good place for you to talk about this.
Didn't he say this in the? Oh no, isn't that from a different stream?
It's not from this stream. No.
Okay, yeah. They've all melded together in my head. I've watched so many.
He says it in this stream too, but I think he originally said it in a different one. But I believe he repeats it in the stream. In fact, it might be coming up right now.
What a bizarre thing to say. Let's see if he says it, then we can discuss either way.
He really wants men
there
to
was a
like
study
him.
done from MIT that showed that the people who are the most homophobic are actually gay. And the way they tested that, they tested it by doing a double-blind study with, I believe it was MIT and I want to say Harvard, but I could be mistaken. This was supposed to be, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry about Johnny 5-0. I know he said horrible things about me, but I'm saying a prayer for you, Johnny 5-0. I don't know you, man. I've never met you. I thought we were on the.
Does he understand that MIT is a school that's known for things like engineering?
Yeah, I was just aggressively searching and could not find that study.
No,
MIT makes computers and studies gays. Like
right. I mean, I'm not saying.
Well, you probably can't find it because everybody was blindfolded, double blindfolded.
Yeah, how do you...
That's how Chille likes it. Chille likes it when he's double blindfolded.
How would you have a double blind study in homophobia? I don't understand what that is. Like, is it just that you ask people like, hey, do you hate gay people? And they're like, yeah. And then they're like, hey, would you also suck a dick? And they're like, yeah. And that's how they just determine that people that are the most homophobic would also, or is it more nefarious than that? Is it like a glory hole situation at the MIT? Like you just throw a bunch of flagrant homophobes into a glory hole and see what happens? Like how does this?
Well, I love how he spouts off this information like people can't Google it. And like when he did the interview with Lauren and she Googled in front of him, he got so triggered because a lot of times where he's saying this information, he's fucking wrong. Like there's no other way around it. He's just wrong.
Sounds like a lot of government butt stuff. Okay.
This is just a weird thing to say.
And I wish Johnny 5-0 a recovery. I've really enjoyed his videos and I didn't know he had anything against me, but I did say that James Freeman is a fraud, and he is. He doesn't have any education. He's just a dumb guy who got in front of a camera and was brave and took on cops, but that doesn't mean he's smart. It means he's dumb, Oh, that's amazing.
Wait a minute. Did he just...
Says the man driving with headphones on.
Did he just flip from talking about the MIT's homophobic experiments to complaining that Johnny 5-0 doesn't like him? Did that really just happen?
He can never stay on track.
But that was like, I mean, I don't even know. This is, I wish
he seems like he was jilted by a male cop he had a crush on.
I wish
have
that
cops. You have
get him
rights. Cops have
evaluated.
duties. I would love to see that picture. Send it over to me on Instagram or through Facebook. I have thousands of messages. If I get to you on Facebook, it's because I went and picked out that message. But I have so many messages on Facebook, and I don't want to be a piñata on Facebook. No,
okay, whoever
you are always the piñata.
Yeah, whoever is sending abusive messages to Chille on Facebook, you stop that right now. Look at the anguish in his eyes. Stop it.
Look at his pursed lips.
It's not nice. Every once in a while, he looks really upset that people are saying unflattering things to or about him, and it's just sad to watch. Johnny 5-0. God, I mean, like literally, this is like an all-star cast of otherwise kind of douchey individuals that can't fucking stand this guy either. It's unbelievable to watch.
Listen, my best friend's gay, so I'm not homophobic.
Right, and then he goes right back to homophobia. What the fuck?
His excuse for everything is my friend is that thing. So when he
do you notice how it?
Like,
do you notice how it doesn't? Do you notice how it doesn't matter what the topic is? He has a best friend in that topic. Doesn't matter what it is,
Once upon a Chille.
Way bashing being gay, but the guys who are obsessed with me that continue to send me emails and text messages, maybe they are obsessed with me for a reason. I am the Pamela Anderson.
Oh, we gotta play it back. We all started laughing. Fuck.
I'm sorry.
Let's get a clear
Larry,
clip.
you clearly want him.
Clear clip.
Emails and text messages, maybe they are obsessed with me for a reason. I am the Pamela Anderson for gay men, and I have been since I was about 18 years old. So.
Is that because he's dainty and has big tits?
Oh my God.
How much work have you had done, Chille? Please tell us.
What does that comment mean?
Does that mean he has hepatitis?
He fucked Tommy Lee.
Right? Did Tommy Lee steer a boat with his dick with Chille on board?
Right. Chille, do you have a leaked sex tape with an aging metal hair or hairband icon? Is that what happened here?
What was that comment from Lauren?
I wasn't watching.
Oh.
Oh, it's too small.
Lauren, tonight is not about. We told you would schedule
it's not
the whole
your
show,
night.
but you
It's
can hype
always.
it as much as you want. Honestly, like I want as many people here as possible.
Actually, let's let Lauren. We're gonna keep going here. It's not your night, but in the chat, tell us what night works best for you. We'll work around your schedule. We will work around your schedule.
We bow at your whim, ma'am.
Yeah.
It's always about Lauren. Leave Lauren alone.
I know. It's important. She really does. I mean,
She's saying, when is my night? You tell us when you want to go up, Lauren, and we will arrange a night for you.
Yeah, we're gonna keep moving.
But,
right. Yeah, you could message any of the several Facebook pages that you've spammed with abusive messages, or you could just spam call any one of the numbers that Aiden has given you. And you'll get a hold of somebody, or you can put it in the chat.
Oh, she's taking the bar on July. She's taking the bar on July 27th.
Okay, so I mean, we asked you when you could do it, not when you can't. So
she's saying after. No. She's saying anytime after the bar on July 27th.
Okay, so just nail down a day.
Okay, and I'm dead serious with this question, Lauren. If you're taking the bar on July 27th, that's 13 days from now. What the fuck are you doing, hounding a YouTube channel that is talking about Chille, a grifter running around the country that has absolutely nothing to do with you when you have to pass one of the hardest exams?
It's not about Chille, it's about Kate.
And I mean, honestly, Lauren, if the bar is really what's holding you up here, then I don't know why you're so ready to go right now. I would assume that you would be studying, and that's what
That's my point.
Otherwise, I feel like you're just throwing that date up arbitrarily because you're kind of a miserable person. But I really want to keep watching Chille, so just put a day in the chat. We asked you when you can come on, not when you can't.
She said anytime after the 27th.
Well, pick a day, Chickie. Pick
a day after the 27th.
For some reason, the way that I look, particularly, is a gay magnet.
Because he's dainty.
Light eyes and
It's a gay magnet.
So that's just the way it is. But I would love to hear what Leducator has to say.
Flower.
Leducator, I'll even bring you on a StreamYard, dude. Yeah,
dude.
I got muscles. Yeah.
Yeah, I got muscles. I got yep. Gay Barbie over here.
Gay Barbie.
Yep, I'm not Richie Rich. I was
like him,
born
Gay Ken?
into I mean, not poor, but lower middle class, I guess you would say. I wasn't raised with anything I wanted, that's for sure. I didn't get a car when I was 16, that's for sure. I got a stereo, so
That's scarred up.
so I'm a regular dude. I'm a
Ooh,
regular
look at how
guy.
tense he got when he was
Regular
talking
old
about his
human being,
childhood slights. You're a grown
So,
fucking man.
what's up, Playboy? What's going on, Playboy?
What's up,
going on,
Playboy?
Playboy? Alaska's expensive. I think if you go there and you visit, it's pretty expensive. And
No,
then
it's expensive all the time, you
Karastov,
fucktard.
how do I say your name properly? I got your email. I think I replied to your email. Did you get my email back? I think that you did. I mean, look at the inundation with trolls. I mean, look how many people are being blocked and put to the side. It's like, can you
Free
imagine
speech.
spending your day going to someone's YouTube page who you don't know, that you've never met, so that you can say something horrible to that person who just raised $3,200 for a widow? I mean, it wasn't my money. I'm just
They
the
weren't
conduit.
married.
I'm just the guy who puts up the big sign and says, hey, you got some money, throw it over here to Christy Rohn. And so I really appreciate everybody. You know, I'm going through
She's not a widow. She's
I'm
got a
going through this
boyfriend.
little
She's out
area,
getting
so if I
pedicures
pop
with.
in and out, stay with me. It'll come.
Well, her and Sheets weren't married.
It does that. I think in today's day and age, that doesn't really matter that much in theory. Like if they were cohabitating, right? Otherwise, like I understand it is.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about the fact that they were married on paper. I don't give a shit about that. They were not even. They were not even together at the time. She is with another guy. Has been with another guy long before he passed away. That's my point.
And pregnant by another
And pregnant with that guy's baby.
The baby in the belly.
Right.
And the baby in the belly was pregnant too.
Right.
My question.
If
my
we
question with
radiate
her
the hope to her
is, is this just Christy? Like, and maybe Christy can answer this at some point in some manner. Are you just super attention seeking? Because I know there's people out there that like that one guy that you knew for 2 weeks in civics class in the 10th grade dies and you hear about it and suddenly like it's a very painful loss for you and you got to post about it on Facebook 20 times. Like Christy definitely strikes me as that kind of person anyway. Where I don't understand is where the money comes into play here. So is it attention seeking really, or is it that you just are seeing a financial opportunity? Because otherwise it makes
both,
no sense.
it seems like.
I don't know. What are they raising money for? That's all I want to know. Like so if I give $15 to Chille's Venmo account and Chille gives Christy the $4.50 that he feels that she's entitled to out of that, what am I paying for? That's all I want to know.
Drugs and pedicures.
Are you saying she's
and eyelashes?
Are you saying she's kind of like Cyrex, that a friend dies every week and she's like heartbroken?
No, not that. But I mean, she has like it's very bizarre. Hold on, maybe we'll switch gears over to the Facebook for a minute.
Wasn't her outstanding fine that she went to jail for like $160? So why didn't any of the money they raised go towards paying that so she could stay home with her kids and not be in a dungeon?
Shut up! Don't make sense. That's silly. Why would she spend that money on their?
God, I'm so sorry.
God,
I'm sorry.
Eyelashes aren't free. Meth ain't free. Duh.
It ain't. I heard it ain't.
Unless you go to Costco and get by bulk.
Yes, bulk.
Only Tate gets that deal.
Apparently, it's free in Ironton.
I mean, it's really, it's just confusing to me when I kind of look at the Facebook here because she's posting. Okay, this is like she can't believe that a year ago she posted about how much she loved being single. Wow, is what she says. I mean, I also loved being single, so I don't know what the problem is there. This is where she's justifying why she's with somebody else so fast. Which is pretty much, you know what, after your kid's father dies and you weren't on good terms anyway because you got shot running from the police, then, you know, why wouldn't you go with somebody else and try to be as happy as you and the guy that was once arrested for threatening to kill you and your children were together, right?
Well, you and I had a conversation a couple months ago when this all first kicked off about Christy, and you took the high road, I took the low road of her past. And I guess this week when she got arrested, it was her leaving a dog in the car. It was 80 degrees outside. Well, we also have a newspaper article where she left one of her kids in the car when it was 32 degrees outside, but the car wasn't even running.
Yeah, but I'm not even going to touch it because I don't know how she is with her kids. Like that's why I didn't want to touch this at first because people came right off the rip and immediately started speculating as to what kind of mother she is or is not. I don't know, and I don't like that when it's done across the internet, so I'm not going to start now. That's why I didn't do it. Like, that is neither here nor there to me. Do I, like, obviously, is it legal, safe, or smart to leave a baby in a car in the cold? Like, the law says no, I would agree, but I can also concede, and I was talking to Larry about this earlier, that some people just genuinely don't fucking know better, because there are different demographics of people, communities, and how they operate and raise children. And I don't know what her socioeconomic status has been most of her life, but I'm going to guess not super high on the ladder. So, I mean, like, people, grow up learning to do things just out of generational stuff or necessity. I don't know. The fact that she did it again with the dog and the 4-year-old in the car is the story that I heard there. You would think that you would learn after the first time, but I don't know. Maybe you make a bunch of mistakes. All I know is that when it comes directly to her involvement with Chille, none of this makes any sense. Like, she's not a grieving widow, like they said. She is someone who lost the father of her child, who she was no longer engaged in a relationship with. She is able to provide for herself and her family, whether it be through, income or the new boyfriend, or I've seen in the chat government money. I don't care where it comes from. All I know is that by all appearances, it's there, and she's providing for herself and her children. Why are people raising money for her? For what? Because she knows someone who got shot by the police? Because that just seems to me to be really excessively stupid.
Amen.
Can we acknowledge August 15th for Lauren so she stops spamming the chat and going after everyone?
Lauren, I saw August 15th. I will schedule it shortly, like actually physically schedule it, but I'll pencil you in the meantime. I won't even pencil. I will write it in pen in block letters.
I don't want to wait that long.
Now we can get on to more interesting things.
It's so far away.
I know. It's so far away. What's the problem with July 30th?
So this is a long post that Christy puts up. She seems to be in a bit of a heated dispute with a rival paramour to her current partner. It just seems that she really does not care for the ex-girlfriend of her new boyfriend, who she would like to... She would like everyone to know that she sucks dick to support her weed habit. That she's big salty.
Shit.
Yeah. The other girl is mad, but Christy surely ain't. Dead ass. She is cool as a cucumber in the fridge over here. Not sweating this girl at all. This is the grieving widow, everybody. She is tagging her. She's also inviting this other woman to eat her ass, baby girl.
That's how her and Chille got synced up. It's the butt stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to eat my ass, baby girl, please just ask, because you seem to be very, very obsessed with me and or something, dude. You wasn't even with for not no time. Oh, God.
Sounds like more government butt stuff.
God.
It's worked for me.
Why is it always butt stuff?
The only reason that I would ever donate money to this woman, honestly, is to just get her a little bit of remedial brush up on very basic rules of grammar. Okay, that's incoherent right there. And or something, dude, you wasn't even with for not no time, ? That's not even English.
I don't know. That just gave me a stroke, so...
Not no time. I like that.
Now I have a Forrest Whitaker eye over that.
Like you said, and she reiterates, you got my number if you want to talk or you want to eat my
that
peach
was me
emoji.
And Shiz.
Sorry.
Listen, I'm just reading out this woman's gutted grief over her dead beloved. Look at this is another one.
Butt stuff is the best stuff.
This is just, and then everyone's
gotta do it.
You gotta do it.
We gotta do it. I mean, what are we doing if we're not looking up your butt?
Oh, there's a bunch of pictures of kids I probably don't want to blast out here. But the point is,
that's such like a juvenile thing. You get mad at someone and you're like, oh yeah, lick my butthole.
And Chille's like, okay.
Chille's like, only if I can get a digit.
It's similar to I'm gonna sue you. My dad's gonna beat up your dad. They're all in the same boat.
This is just fascinating stuff. So I guess long story short is, and I think we got to put this in the TMI, right? As we're working on these write-ups and stuff. Chille, I think, is going to have a lot of branches, but I do want to document kind of this development in the series, this episode, because it's just very bizarre. He's raising money for this woman who is literally crying on camera with him about the James Sheets. I don't even know, what do we even call him? The father of her child, I guess, getting shot.
Baby daddy.
I hate that. It just seems very demeaning to say baby daddy. Like, you know, there's no way that we're not going to say it super facetiously too. But I mean, I guess that's what he is, kind of, the baby daddy. I can't say that. I'm too white to say that. Never mind. And old, and it
I
just
think the
sounds
vernacular fits in with all of her other, grammar.
Yeah, probably.
Steven, we're not kink shaming. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kink shame. You can lick buttholes if that's what you like.
Yes, Stephen, there are plenty of salads that get tossed. Don't worry.
What's wrong with baby daddy? I don't know. I just feel like, honestly, that is a term that particularly Caucasian people use in a derogatory way, particularly towards minorities, and it feels uncomfortable saying it. I'm just going to say that out loud. Sometimes I have PC police in my head, and they tell me that and other times they fail miserably, and they don't tell me not to say things that make me sound.
I say baby daddy more about white bitches than any other.
I think, Kate, you're probably just racist, Kate.
That's probably it.
I mean, that's probably what it is. Like it's like Chille pointing at the the screenshot of all the charges in his criminal record. Nope.
Right.
Nope.
No, he can probably clip that and make me sound racist. But the truth is that, honestly,
racist.
And Shiz and Harry know what I'm talking about. Some of the most racist people that I know will constantly be talking down at people about their quote unquote baby daddies.
Oh yeah.
Donate to my fund, fam. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. I think it's just white trash ghetto talk. I don't take it as racist. It's just lack of grammatical.
Can we come up with a politically correct? Like, what are we going to call? Like, let's settle this now, because now I've created an issue over it.
Infant inseminator.
Sperm
that
donor?
just. What are we going to call James Sheets?
Sperm donor's worse, though.
Yeah, that's really derogatory.
Provider of baby in the belly
partner who had sex with her raw.
Right.
Baby in the belly producer.
Raw dog partner.
Liquid form baby producer.
Radiating baby in the belly producer.
Oh, there we go.
You know what? Honestly, I just kind of want to refer to
radiator
as the asshole.
Children's father.
Asshole that threatened to kill her, because that's what sticks out the most to me, and what is like the most twisted about the story is that he was arrested and pulled out of the house for threatening to kill her, and I believe the kids too, if I remember correctly. There was an incident. It was covered. It's quite public, and like, fuck this guy for real. Like, I don't blame this woman for not being gutted that he's gone. I'm sure she must on some level feel bad for her children. Anyone would, right? So I'm not going to discredit that. But outside of that, from anything that I have seen about James Sheets and the way that he treated society and his family, like, I don't know. I think I should stop myself here, actually. So
no, go ahead. I double dog dare you.
I think.
Yeah. I'll go.
Kick got it.
Yeah, I don't know that their lives are worse off. I'll put it that way. You know what I mean? I feel like a guy that is willing to threaten to murder you in front of the children that you both have created and brought forth into this world, that overall, it might be a little tough to rip that Band-Aid off, but the wound's probably going to heal faster in the air. You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to be that bad for her or the kids long term. So if you just accept that, then fine. You want to set up a college fund in your kid's name and have people donate that you can't touch, and they can only touch. Absolutely, it's more than that piece of shit probably ever would have provided them. Like, to go for it, but to just haphazardly raise money over this is just ridiculous. It's not good. It's bad.
Well, of her 6 kids,
it's not going to the kids. It's going to her.
Of her 6 kids, how many of them are actually his?
I believe 2.
2.
And 2 belong to the other guy. Wasn't there?
And the youngest is the new boyfriend, I think.
So that's 5.
I don't know. I don't even really care. I mean, they have some kids together. That's fine. Like, whatever. It's just like, again, I mean, even still, if you want to donate money to benefit every single one of those children, like, good on you, but it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't seem like, I mean, if nothing else, not very good fiscal planning, Christy. You don't seem to acutely need it right now. Like, you know, this is one of the things that build for their futures, but I mean, I don't see anything coming out of this, and they just constantly, with the hands out, they need more money for what? For what?
Didn't Chille claim that first fundraiser he did for her a couple months ago, or a couple weeks ago, that he raised close to $10,000 for her?
Yep.
So that was $10,000. Now there's another $3,000. So in a little over a month, she's gotten $13,000 in cash. Where's that at now?
I would love to know. And I mean, to a certain extent, when you raise money, especially, I think we talk about this a lot, especially when it gets up into the tens of thousands of dollars, there's a certain amount of accountability. Even if it's not after the fact, moving forward, like, what are they actually raising money for?
Right.
I don't understand.
No, I mean,
Kate, can I just say that, like, Kick has the perfect term instead of baby daddy? We should call them all ex-playboys.
There you go. I like it. Ex-playboys. Perfect.
What's up, ex-playboy?
What's up?
Right?
What's up?
Her and her ex-playboy.
Us from the actual mission of changing Terry versus Ohio and helping people who need help when they get abused by pigs like the Leducator. You know, and what does Leducator exactly mean?
Like, we've talked about this Christy Rohn person more at this point than he has in the first 32 minutes of this stream that's titled for her. What the hell? What the hell? This is just going to be him obsessing over
him.
And even listen to how he talks about this fight. Did anyone else notice how this is like? I don't. Does anyone have experience or at least watch MMA? I'm not really into this at all. I'm not familiar with charity fights, but I feel like if you're doing a charity fight, then the end goal here, like the main focus, is raising money for the charity. Am I wrong?
Yes.
Sounds like it should be.
Oh, okay.
You're
okay.
not.
All right. So what I'm confused about here, and the way that Chille's going to go on here, is, I mean, if you're fighting for charity, there should be a little bit of, maybe camaraderie is not the word, but it should be a little bit, I guess, good-natured in the sense that you're both working towards the same goal, which is to raise money for St. Jude's, right?
Yes and no. I mean, because at one point, the guy from Ironton, the guy he's fighting, his charity was going to be the FOP, which Chille does not see as a charity. The FOP does a lot of good work for widows of downed officers, stuff like that, and also lawyers and everything. You know, I don't have a problem with the shit talking, the banter back and forth. You know, I think it's kind of weird that the bookie he's going to use, and he is using a bookie basically, is giving 20% to charity of 100%, which is kind of bizarre, I think.
Wait, what? Does he? What?
20%?
Yeah, he's got a sports bettor that he's going to be using for the fight for himself. And the sports bettor normally charges the house 20% of the fee. And this time, this guy is going to give 20% to St. Jude for that instead of keeping it for the house. The other 80% goes towards the people placing the bet. I don't know how it all works out, but he's only donating 20% out of the 100% that he's getting.
Is that legal?
The whole internet gambling thing is very, very sketchy in the beginning because a lot of it's done in the Caribbean and offshore. So honestly, I don't know. Is a long answer short.
That's sketchy as hell.
It depends on if gambling is legal where in the state where the fight is taking place,
which is Kentucky, I think.
But I mean, don't you still need to have a license?
Well, I think it's a licensed bookie he's using or a licensed sports bettor. You can put lipstick on it. It's still a bookie, bottom line.
And that's different than being a licensed fight too. I mean, I don't know if this is a licensed MMA fight, but apparently he's talking about pay-per-view also. I know in one of his streams.
I did listen to the conversation with the promoter that he had the other day, and it is a licensed fight. And they are gonna have a pay-per-view. There's gonna be two setups, and I don't have a problem with this. If you click on Chille's name, Chille gets a portion of the pay-per-view, and if you click on Chad's name, Chad gets a portion of the pay-per-view as well. Now, what they do with that money is going to be up to them. Chille's saying, I'm going to keep all that money that, from the pay-per-view for myself. I deserve it. I'm risking my life and limb, blah, blah, blah.
Which is not a true charity fight. A true charity fight is the two fighters go in, and whatever money goes to the fighters, those fighters donate it to whatever charity.
Correct.
They're fighting for charity for. So that's actually not. This is actually not.
And I just looked it up, and sports betting is not illegal in Kentucky.
Yeah, it's what I'm reading in chat right now from a lot of people. It's not legal in Kentucky to gamble on sports. Ashland, Kentucky is where the fight is. September 24th, I believe 20% goes to St. Jude's, he said. That's coming from a Chille supporter. Yeah. Of the sports betting.
And in a lot of states, it's illegal to misrepresent charity fundraising.
Well, see, and it's funny because after Schrodinger passed away, I was working with AMG, and because they wanted to do something, but after the whole Virgo Triad thing, they did not want to touch the money. Actually, it wasn't Schrodinger's death; that was the lawyer guy who passed away. They wanted to do something where they didn't touch the money, and St. Jude's makes it very, very easy that you can set up portals like you did last week, Kate, where you do the fundraising and the money goes directly to St. Jude's and you touch none of it. And it doesn't sound like Chille's going to be doing that.
No,
of course not. It's going to go through Chille through Chille for transparency.
Yeah, OPT lawyer. Yeah, thank you, OPT lawyer. I apologize. I couldn't remember the kid's name. I only met him a couple times when he had passed away.
Yeah, this is just really shady. This whole thing.
Exactly mean. Why would you call your YouTube, leducator? You think that's funny, Chad? Like,
that's an awesome play on words, actually.
Lowball stuff, if you ask me, dude. Leducator. Just like, why would you say that about yourself? That you're gonna leducate someone? Chad, I would recommend you go to the
or teach someone to use a gun.
And you watch the.
Why would you use delete laws? What laws would be deleted?
August and September. Where I wasn't on YouTube, I was just dropping videos on YouTube. Nice to see you, peekaboo. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming by. I've got one heck of a long drive right now. I will be driving for a long, long time. So I'll pop in and out of here a couple of times. Yeah, it sounds like a murderer to me too. Leducator. Chad, listen, dude.
Oh, you
can
pussy.
train as hard as you want. And let me just say something directly to Chad Goo. You can train as hard as you want, dude. I'm gonna beat you up. I'm going to beat you up in front of God and everybody else. I'll bet the farm on that. I'm going to beat you up,
What
Chad.
farm?
Everybody's going to see it, and I'm going to beat your ass, dude.
Will he bet the self-driving car and Charlie on it?
Dominate you, Chad. You'll see, dude. You'll see. I'm not saying you're not going to be a tough guy. I'm not taking anything away from you. If you don't believe me, ask any of my hometown friends. I was on another level.
I was on the fourth place level.
Champion.
The internet will come back on. The internet will come back on, but I'm just in this funny little spot right here. Listen, so there was a time I was a stand-up comedian in Hollywood, and I did stand-up
add
comedy.
that to the list.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
He's a busy guy.
Everybody here knows who Pamela Anderson is, but on TikTok, people didn't know who Pamela Anderson was. So it was a little strange because
they ran you off of TikTok because you were a racist.
You know what? Honestly, it's so strange to me too that that comment is so right. He's the least funny person that I've ever encountered, but he had a career as a stand-up comedian.
You have to be smart to be a comedian. You just have to be. You have to have some intelligence to make jokes.
Or at least not take yourself too seriously. That would be another component that he just can't really hit the mark on.
Well, he did stand up while studying the Constitution, while producing movies and creating amazing apps that never came out.
He's
while also being an ad director, an ad executive in New York for 20 years.
Right.
He's one of the most least aware people I've ever seen on YouTube. He thinks people are actually envious of him when they're laughing at you. No one's envious of you, Chille. We're laughing at you because you're such a mental midget.
I'm a little envious of his sweet glasses and completely.
I just like
unmerited.
that Charlie's bow matches his glasses.
Yeah, it's the little things. Well, I'm a little jealous of that. I don't have matching bow ties with my dog.
Strange.
Poor Jake.
I know.
neglected.
I actually have I'm getting a car seat for my dog. So he is so cute. He is.
Oh yeah,
so
wasn't he also a
cute.
sexologist?
Aren't you, little bear?
Well, he did a 2-year study of that paper he did. Remember?
Like a villain over there, Charlie.
Listen to this.
Is that what you're doing? Are you just chilling like a little villain?
It's so
The dog wants
cringy.
nothing to do with him.
Right.
The dog's like, leave me alone.
It's like, what are you doing? I'm at the end of my life and I've lost all hope. Like, just
Does anyone else think he
Charlie?
Shut up and drive, Chille.
Does anyone else think he talks to his girlfriends like he does Charlie?
I bet. I said that earlier.
Shiz asked earlier.
When you do
Shiz asked earlier. I said there's somebody we can ask.
There is.
August 15th.
August 15th. It'll be the first question. Like, did Chille talk to you like his poor, beaten down, despondent dog?
His disheveled dog.
Right.
I'm going
driving to the truck. Hit the truck. Hit the truck.
So
Damn it!
It might pop in and out of existence here.
Look at now we're playing Grand Theft Chille.
Oh my god! And like the worst part is, if he does crash, it's gonna be live streamed.
How much money would it take to convince Chille to drop Charlie off at the next shelter and just leave him for better people and to just go his separate way?
I mean, I think he would charge at least $10,000 to do that, so that he could buy Charlie a bag of vegan strips as a parting gift. You know,
That he rations out to train him.
No, not even rations out.
Anything over 5,000 goes to Charlie.
Right. Like, you know, literally just $10,000. Like, thanks, guys. Your generosity has bought this single bag of vegan strips that I'm going to drop off with this dog at this shelter so that it can live the end of its days in peace. I don't care what kind of dog it is. They do not want to sit in a van all day, driving for hours on end while this mental case just blathers on and doesn't watch the road for hours at a time next to him. Like, no dog wants that.
Pat's cats, those are 6 of his careers. He has at least 15 others.
Yeah, we've been counting.
At least 15. We've been counting.
By his own account, he's like 300 years old.
If you want to be a freedom fighter, you have to have persons of justice. Oh, wow. Look at this.
He made a statement today that it made it sound like he left Charlie in the car overnight last night with the car running and the AC running for Charlie.
Going through these little.
That's nice.
Jake.
Yeah, Penny, I'm looking. Look online on Amazon.
You're much cuter than
Jake,
Charlie.
I love
Do me a
you.
favor. If you guys are good at
Hope you have a
Amazon,
bow tie.
I'm not very good at
Pete's
it.
all right too.
Yeah.
If you search on
Which one's
Amazon, you guys
Kate?
find a car seat.
Yeah, see right there.
I'm mostly in it for Jake.
Look at the dog is getting an Amazon wish list.
There's a good pose right there.
Look
He's
at
made that.
Ooh, that is the butthole pose.
Right, I'm telling you, his face really only moves in like 3 different, like, you know, sort of poses.
That face is saying, "Oh, shiz! I told you one finger at a time."
Right.
It's Botox.
Sorry, I went
had a
risky.
spare second because I was getting everything lined out to leave California here, and I'm going to be gone now for a few months because I'm going to be heading to go train. Obviously, you know, I'm not taking Chad lightly. You know, I'm going to
train run on him. What?
I'm not taking him lightly. He's going to be tough. He's going to punch me. He's going to kick me. You know, I'm putting my health on the line by fighting a guy that big. You know, the guy coaching me.
This sounds like his natural speed.
Wow, look at this. Let me show you this real quick.
I just wish he did a wall of rocks.
I hope we can stay in. I hope it doesn't drop the internet. So even
Poor
the guy
Charlie
who was
looks like he
training me
really
for the
has
fight,
given up hope.
He said, you know, Chille, you never fought pro. We asked you to fight pro. You didn't want to fight pro, and now you're deep into your 40s and you're going to fight pro. I said, I'm not fighting pro, it's amateur. He said, it's the same thing. You got to go out in front of a crowd, and there's going to be a fist fight, and people are betting money, and there's going to be bets put on you, bets put on him. You know, it's the same. There it is. We lost a bunch of people, but that's all right. There's the wind farms in California. If you've never seen the wind farm, what'd you say there, Citizens Broadcast? I'm sorry. What'd you say, buddy? We lost about
Did it just say he's going 84 without his hands
I
on the wheel?
saw that too.
Yeah, it was 85
that.
actually. It was 85 actually. It was 85.
That's like this whole trip. He's flying down the left lane at like, you know, at least 80 miles an hour, not watching the road with a dog on his lap, off his lap, panning the camera everywhere. Like this guy literally wants to die.
When he got the ticket, he was going 89.
Right.
Like I would shit my pants if I didn't touch the wheel while going that fast.
89 miles an hour he was going when that cop gave him the ticket.
I mean, look at it. The camera goes everywhere, and he's paying, like, you know, and if he's doing that, he's actually filming with the camera. You know what I mean? Like, he's purposely, so he's paying attention to filming the wind farm instead of driving at 85 miles an hour.
And he holds his phone with both hands like a boomer. Oh my God.
I like sometimes his driving streams actually give me like mild anxiety.
Who don't
Oh
understand
no, there's been times I'm like, he's gonna die.
You know, I'm gonna have a lot of pleasure.
Don't tease me.
Chad. I'm gonna enjoy it. I really am looking.
Oh, don't say that. Charlie would fly through the window if he crashed.
All the hatred people give to me, man, I cannot wait to unload the aggression I have in my soul on Chad. And the thing is just so you know, hey Chad, you know, I'm not gonna knock you out in the first round. I believe that I could. I'm not going to. You're gonna have to get to the third period, Chad. It ain't gonna be quick for you, buddy.
It's a round, not a
drawn out punishment. I've already told my friends, family, and now I'm telling the world, you're not gonna get a knockout in the first round, Chad. I'm not just gonna knock the shit out of you. I'm gonna torture you for the 9 minutes.
What the fuck?
You're not gonna learn.
I doubt it.
This year to match my jiu-jitsu skills. You're not gonna.
He wants to see the pain in his eyes.
1 year. Sorry, it's not. And you're not gonna be able to out wrestle me, and you're not gonna be able to push me around. I'm gonna throw you on the ground. It's gonna happen, Chad. It's gonna happen, dude. You're a Nazi, Chad. You're the problem with our culture. You're the problem with our society. You are the bad person in our world. Right now, am I afraid of anybody on this road? No. The only thing I have to fear in America are cops. I don't have anything else to fear. You know, it's
certainly not car crashes, right?
The
like
horrific dark force in America is American pigs.
I think he wants Chad to be his bottom beta boy.
He can try to do whatever he's going to try to do. It's not going to matter, Chad. I'll beat you in any arena, dude. I'll beat you standing up. I'll beat you striking, kicking. I'll beat you wrestling. I'll beat you in jiu-jitsu. I'll beat you in every area of the fight. I'll dominate you in every
he's a
area.
jiu-jitsu
And I'm gonna make sure that
master.
you get to see it. Yeah. All 3 areas of the fight, you get beat up. So I'm just telling you, I'm confident as confident could be because I know how it's going to go. Chad's going to get beat up.
It's misplaced confidence, bro.
You know, and by the way, you know, who was that karate instructor? Who was the karate instructor in Ironton, Ohio that Chad Gu put in handcuffs? Who was that? Who was Chad Gu? Who was that? Jeebus Chris? Who was the? There was a black belt in karate, a black guy in Ironton, Ohio, who I interviewed, that said that Chad Gu. Thanks, David. I appreciate it. That Chad Gu put him in handcuffs and tasered him. What was his name? Because after I beat up Chad, I think that he should have to fight that karate instructor. That's what I think. You know that. Yeah.
So you're clearly not going to beat Chad that bad if you're already arranging his next fight.
Right, and I think honestly, it's almost like he's trying to like build a replacement up already.
Right.
His name. Anybody? I know you remember the interview, Lou, but if anybody can remember his name, I think that is who Chad should have to fight next. I mean, because Chad's getting in the best shape of his life, right? Chad's training as hard as he can. You train as hard as you want, Chad. I'm going to beat your ass, dude. I don't care how hard you train, Chad. I don't care if you train 8 hours a day. I'm going to beat your ass. It's just that simple. I'm going to bet on myself, Chad, so don't think that I'm not. But first though, Chad, let's have all the glory for Chad Gu, the pig who's going to go fight a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber, Chad. I'm a game changer. Your game's going to be changed. After I beat you up, Chad, how are you going to face the people of Ironton? You're going to face them with your face all beat up. You can do all the steroids you want, Chad. You can do all the juice you want to do, dude. It's not going to matter.
He has some nerve.
Right. That's amazing that he's even saying that right now. Like, holy shit.
It's funny you mentioned that, Kate, because one of the first conversations he had with the promoter a couple of weeks ago, one of the first questions he asked the promoter was, will there be drug testing? And the guy's like, no, since this is an amateur fight and it's for charity, there's going to be no drug testing. And shows you, I'm sure Chad wouldn't pass anyway.
How can we get some drug testing going here? Like, what do we got to do to finagle that bit?
I don't. Again, it's not.
It's what, $40 and have them go to a like Quest or another place like that down there.
You would never do that.
Can we pay for it? I'll pay for it.
No, I'd pay for it myself. 40, like I said, it's $40 usually, but there's no way he'd ever take a piss test.
I'm gonna talk to Legicator and I'm going to just propose this idea because I know Legicator won't care. He'll be down. Like,
no, absolutely.
He has a drug test anyway, so he's Gucci. Like, it's just ridiculous that Chille would even insinuate that, but I bet Chille wouldn't be.
Well, Chille's insinuating PTs, steroids and shit, but I guarantee you fucking Chille's, well, I can't guarantee, but his piss comes out a lot hotter than steroids, I'm pretty sure.
I would just like to see him drug tested for steroids, honestly. I think it would be great.
Or human growth, what Stallone takes. That HDT shit.
He's a shit talker. He's a shit talker. He just blah, blah, blah. Look at me, I'm training. As you guys have only seen me training when Christy was arrested. And then I had to go live to let the world know that another injustice is being done at the hands of the pigs. So, it's, I don't advertise, oh, look at me training. But just so Chad knows, I've trained MMA, jiu-jitsu, pancrase, and sambo since I was out of high school, dude. I've been training for the last 11 years jiu-jitsu. Well, we're gonna find out. Okay,
so now we have 11 years in jiu-jitsu to add to the growing list of expertise. 11 years in jiu-jitsu.
I think that's Chad saying that he has 11 years of jiu-jitsu.
Didn't he just say that he had 11 years of jiu-jitsu? No, it was definitely, listen to him.
You won't be able to get off the ground. So there's that right away. Just like I told that pussy Spoljarek, I'll tell you too, Chad, you won't be able to get off the ground unless I let you up. Just remember that, Chad. I just don't like the guy. He's just a shit talking pansy. He's a shit talker. He's a shit talker. He just blah, blah, blah. Look at me, I'm training. As you guys have only seen me training when Christy was arrested. And then I had to go live to let the world know that another injustice is being done at the hands of the pigs. So, it's, I don't advertise, oh, look at me training. But just so Chad knows, I've trained MMA, jiu-jitsu, pancrase, and sambo since I was out of high school, dude. I've been training for the last 11 years jiu-jitsu. Well, we're gonna find out.
Okay, since out of high school, Kate, that's 30 years, not 11.
Right. Okay. So mixed martial arts in general, it sounds like he has a combined total of 30 years to add to his 25 years in Hollywood and his 10 years in New York as an ad executive and his unspecified amount of years as a professional stand-up comedian. Not to mention, what do you say? He had 20 years in being an entrepreneur, as
10 years studying sociology about sex and wrote the sex book or the sociology book.
Yeah, he published 2 textbooks. He also has 20 years studying constitutional law, obviously.
He also made $500,000 in 2 years, but couldn't get his tooth fixed.
Right, and drives a minivan that he had to beg a stranger to co-sign for.
His stepfather.
He asked a stranger first.
Yes, this is true.
You won't be able to get up. Just remember that. You won't be able to get off the ground, Chad. So there's that. And by the way, I got Todd. Todd is setting up a way for people to bet on the fight, and 20% of the bet goes to St. Jude's. So that way people can still have their greed and at the same time make money for themselves, but 20% of your bet goes to St. Jude's. And
he was talking about himself.
So Christy, Marcy sent you some money and asked you to go get your nails done. Marcy's money for you, Christy, was for you to go get your nails.
God, he is so effeminate in his gesture. No, what he's saying essentially is, you can still bet, you can still win money, but 20% of your bet is donation. That's what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Because she's. What's wrong with you?
In a state where betting on sports is illegal, but that's just a minor complication, a little fly in the ointment, if you will.
Where's the victim, Kate? Where's the victim?
Right.
Why can't a woman feel like a woman? Peekaboo, you might be able to, but let's get the betting odds in Chet's favor. Let's do that first, and then we will. And then from there we'll then put our bets down. But first, I'm going to go on Police One, and I'm going to get the bets. I'm going to get.
Oh my God, he's going to have a bunch of people placing losing bets.
I'm going to get the betting odds in Chad's favor, and then I'm going to put my bets down.
Yeah, he's going to try to get the odds higher.
I'm going to go on Police
One.
That way
the pay's bigger if he wins.
You can put this right on Police One. Hey, all you pigs! I've challenged hundreds of you through your lives. I've challenged hundreds of pigs throughout my life to meet me in a cage and fight me, and I got to give credit because finally I found a pig dumb enough to meet me in the cage. It's happening September 17th in Ashland, Kentucky. I can't wait. I'm going to beat the holy crud out of that pig. I cannot wait. And just so you know, it's a microcosm. Me beating up this pig September 17th is only a microcosm of every single citizen in America on top of you filthy pigs beating the holy Jesus out of you. Because there ain't no Jesus in you. You signed up to be a Nazi. You signed up to be a terrorist. You are the danger. You are the fear.
How are you going to beat out something that's not in them?
To perform the tyranny that happens in America. You are absolute garbage, Chad Goo, and I cannot wait till your face meets my fist. And I've seen you, Chad. I've seen you. You look like you're in the best shape of your life. You won't be able to get up off the ground unless I let you up.
He's nervous.
Just to be perfectly clear. Chad.
He's like, hey, man.
This is a huge overcompensation.
I've seen you, Chad. You look really good. And I noticed that you say that you're training every day, and I'm driving around in a minivan with this little dog, but you're gonna lose. Look at now. I'm gonna jerk you off, Chad Goo. I'm gonna get you on the ground. I'm gonna jerk you off, Chad Goo. I'm gonna lick my lips. Yep. I'm gonna swallow it like that.
There'll be no butt stuff. I'll jerk you off though.
We lots of butt stuff. Gotta do it.
He was really sticking.
There'll be tons of butt stuff.
Yes, Melissa, Chad is a
I
comment.
got Random Country here. Oh, by the way, Marcus over there at Storm Chasers Radio. Marcus is sending over a dash cam over to Random Country. So God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Marcus. Appreciate that. And by the way, just so you know, that's the. I mean, as soon as I get an email from a troll, I just mark them, block them, and then I never have to read their dog poo again. But it starts off with them going, "I saw your live, Chille. I saw your live. You're such a horrible person. You're such a just hoping I'll write them back so they can look at the words on the page and be like, Chille wrote me, everybody. Chille wrote me. Chille wrote me. That's what you guys are like. It's incredible. And if I respond to any of them,
it's really funny watching him at that speed.
I got his attention, guys. Look at this email I got from Chille. To be honest with you, just so you know, it's a little bit surreal. You know that?
Like this, I assume this is how fast his brain always goes.
You know, it's just this weird thing. And forgive me for being vulgar. I'm just
yeah, right.
You had all the Adderall in.
That so many people are obsessed with me. It's so weird. It is so strange. And I'm sorry for my vulgarity. Please forgive me. Please see past it. It just makes me gross. It just makes me sick to my stomach. You know, it really does. It's just, and you know, for the people who have been here for the whole time, it's just so weird. I just can't even describe it. Like when I look at my comments or I get my emails, like there's people who write me dozens and dozens of times. I have them listed as Stalker 01, Stalker 02. I've got like 201 stalkers, right? And sometimes I'll see the same
and they're all Kate Peter.
And I just delete the thread before I read it, but I see their name pop up. So it's just such a strange thing. It's just, you know, I can't help but think that they are somehow obsessed with me in physical ways. And I'll leave it like that.
Not the case.
It's just such a strange thing. So I went on and on about that for a minute, just because it's weird. Imagine getting emails from people, right, who said, I saw you on YouTube and I wanted to tell you that I hope you die. It's like, you sure you want me to die or you want to kiss me? Like, which is it? Because
yeah.
So much-
No, it's the same thing.
What?
So if somebody wants you to die, then they really just want to make out with your face. I'm gonna send him an email right now. Actually,
You're gonna be Stalker 77.
I'm every single one of them. If you ask him.
100%. Nicole, she just said, I'm a Nick Nicole that could be a feller. So he just said, we only have to agree on one thing: individual liberty. That notion that every man is born equal and free. That's John Locke, by the way. No one above anyone else. That's it. Individual liberty. I need us all to agree on this. Nicole, I wish I could comment at the top. I 100% agree with you. It really is about freedom. You know, and the idea of Dunce Cap, who talks about qualified immunity. As a Dunce Cap, he has no education. He's just dumb. However, here's the part where those ignorant, uneducated doofuses, here's where they're correct. When you allow sergeant, lieutenant, captain, major, those rankings, what that does is that puts one person above another person. And so they go in and they're like, oh, I'm a sergeant. Oh, I'm a captain. I'm a lieutenant.
Okay, and McDonald's has assistant managers and managers.
Right. Better than me.
Oh, God, he's driving me nuts.
You took an oath to the Constitution to uphold my rights. As soon as we militarized police in 1929, it's gone straight downhill ever since. It's never been worse than it is now. No, incorrect, friend. Someone just put.
All right, I'm sorry, but whenever he talks about this, it's really boring to me. I don't care.
Well, it's the same shit over and over.
We all tried to
bloviate.
Couldn't do it. So, you know, there's levels to this game of fighting. And Chad, I'm afraid you're just not on my level.
Oh my God, shut up about Chad.
You remember when I was talking to those guys at Cop Block, and I had that money. So just so you know, Overturn Terry versus Ohio knows when I had my last job as an executive. And when I did, I took the money. I flew up to New Hampshire or to.
This is a good one. Yeah, I'll go back on this one actually.
Wait, did he say?
Yeah, this is good. He flew up to New Hampshire. Yeah, this is good.
He's an ad executive. I forget.
The van sells drives and
don't want the state to be able to get her, and so that's the reason why. I know you are, Tim. I know you are, dude. I'm gonna support you. So I'll donate $3 if it's a Jello fight. I'm not getting to a bowl of Jello with Chad. He'll eat it all. I do actually, yeah. And just so you know where I'm driving right now, it's 100 degrees outside.
Cool.
Wow. Well, listen, I got you, Tim. I'm gonna send you $40 as soon as I get off this live. I'll send that 40 over to Sarah. And you know, everybody here should know that my partner Bobby Law and I, we are helping Tim and Sarah file a federal civil rights lawsuit against Ironton, against Lawrence County, and against the people who cheated them. Starting with McKnight. McKnight will be listed in 2 civil rights lawsuits. Overturn Terry versus Ohio, everybody. That's my buddy. He's in the room. Thank you for coming, my friend. I appreciate seeing you. Week or so, my brother. I'm gonna pop up there for a minute and see if Charlie likes it up there for a second. But I'm gonna come up, and I've got to always make sure I train every day. So I did something yesterday, and you guys can try it. Let's do the push-up challenge. And, you know, I'm going to put it on video and do it, but just so you know, and I really finalized this thing with, I do 50 push-ups, wait 30 seconds, 30 push-ups, wait 30 seconds, and then 20 push-ups, which is 100 push-ups. And then by the time you look up, you've done 100 push-ups in under 3 minutes. So Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Love you, man. This guy and I, Overturn Terry versus Ohio, we go back a dozen years. And you remember, Overturn, you remember when I was talking to those guys at Cop Block, and I had that money. So just so you know, Overturn Terry versus Ohio knows when I had my last job as an executive. And when I did, I took the money. I flew up to New Hampshire, New Hampshire, I believe. Oh, God bless you. Wow, God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was KNW Radio. KNRW Radios. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I'm going to take 40 of that and send it to Sarah Page as soon as we get off. You're God blessed right, Sarah. We don't stop. You're dang right, Sarah. Sarah, I gave you my word when we first talked on the phone, and I'm keeping my word to you. I believe that we filed today. We have until Thursday to... Oh, is it Marcus? Marcus, thank you, dude. God bless you, man. Yeah, it is.
What is he doing now? Stop it.
You guys, Marcus in here, KNWR Radio. Marcus donated $1,000 to Christy Rohn yesterday. Marcus, God bless you. Everybody, make sure you subscribe to KNWR Radio right there who just gave me the super chat. That gentleman right there put $1,000 towards Christy's retainer yesterday, and he's sending off a dash cam to random country right here. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate you so much, dude. It's people like you that put the boots to the ground that truly make a difference. It's just absolutely unbelievable. It really is. I mean, like people like that who dedicate themselves to change. And by the way, you know, it's no secret here. Marcus has Parkinson's. So if you pray to the Lord above, make sure you throw one up for Marcus. You were in my prayers today, Marcus, and I don't want to get teary-eyed here because it's too hard. Once I get to the emotional state, it's hard for me to pull up. But Marcus, you were
oh my God,
so full of emotion.
And as soon as you and I communicated this afternoon or this morning, you know, I threw one up to the Lord for you. So that's all I can do. You know, and that's what I did. So Marcus, everybody make sure you guys subscribe to Marcus's YouTube channel. Marcus is an amazing human being, and he's fighting Parkinson's. And I just wanted to know that you're in my thoughts and you're in my prayers. And that's KNRW Radio. He's the one who dropped the $50 super chat. He's the one sending the dash cam to random country. And you know, it made me think when I was talking just now about making money. You know, there's part of me that wants to go work as an executive, money up, make $250,000, $500,000, and then come back out to the fight. But I'm afraid the fight is now. Good, Sly Shy 58's in the house. Good to see you, Sly Shy. Sly Shy got a t-shirt today. I believe that already shipped to you. So I'm looking forward to seeing a picture of you. Yeah, go ahead, Jeebus. Jeebus, Sarah. Go ahead, Sarah. If you want to put your Cash App up, a couple of people are asking to put your Cash App up. Thank you so much, KNWR. Am I saying it right, KNRW? I just want to make sure I'm saying the name of his channel correctly. It's people like that just literally, you know, you guys can see it, right? When I'm talking about fighting someone, my eyes get beaded and I get intense and I'm going to fight that guy, right? When you start talking about love and caring, my eyes get watery and I start to choke up a little bit, and I can feel the palpitations in my face right now as I talk about Marcus, KNRW. Make sure you guys
facial palpitations.
As soon as we talk about love and affection and caring and taking care of one another, that's what gets me, and that's what makes me gets a lump in my throat. So Sarah, if you throw your Cash App up, I know you're trying to get the insurance for your car right now, so why don't we have Sarah put up her Cash App? Love you too, man. Thank you so much. KNRW, the $50 you gave me, 40 of that's going to Sarah. So by the time after the 30%, you covered the cost to Sarah, because I said I'm going to send her $40. That's exactly what I'm going to do. 100%. That's what I'm going to do. So thank you, Marcus. Gloria, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Where's the moderators at? Let me call some name. Jeebus, nice to see you. Oh, there it is. Her Cash App is Mamus. It's MAYMOUS, like famous, but Mamus. MAYMOUS. That is Sarah Page's Cash App. If you guys are so inclined, they're trying to get the money for to get the car registered, to get the insurance. So thanks a lot. Chuck Bronson, God bless you, man. James Rice, I thought you were a friend. James Rice. I see you keep getting timed out, James. There it is, Mamus. You know, and you know, she needs a little bit, you know, Mamus is her Cash App. That's exactly correct. And then if any of you guys send me a Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, and you put Sarah Page or Tim Lyons on there, because, you know, we talk about Sarah, but truthfully, Tim is the one who got beat up. No, they both got beat up. Sarah got put in torture cuffs and put in the back of the car for 30 minutes. And Tim actually got beat up. Did you get tased as well, Tim? Did they tase you? Hey, you, how you doing? I see you. Steve Disman, nice to see you. Pyramid scheme? You spelled pyramid wrong, brother. That's not how you spell pyramid. A pyramid scheme? Oh yeah, I run a Ponzi scheme as well, right? I would send you a LBRY coin if you sync your account with Odyssey. Can you walk me through that, Breaking the Fly? There's a Storm Chasers Radio's channel. Everybody, please make sure you go to his website. That's his website right there. Make sure you go to his website, Storm Chasers Radio. And don't be afraid if you guys are donators to donate to Storm Chaser Radio, because as you can see, he actually takes the money that is donated to him and he gives it back out to other people. I mean, Marcus and I have just met, and he gave $1,000, gave a dash cam, and then just put $50. As you guys know, it's going straight to Tim and Sarah. So, I mean, these are the people doing the work for other people. If you got a huge channel, why are you trolling? You know, can I just talk about something here real quick?
Yeah, I could do it, Chille.
Listen, if Clash with Val wants to come over to the light,
are we about to give a shout out?
Listen, hey, Clash with Val, man, I forgive you for telling me to go F myself. Please forgive me if I said anything hostile towards you. Clash with Val, I want to help people, and I am helping people. Why don't you join me, dude? I'll join you. You have a way bigger channel than I do. You've been around way longer than me. I mean, listen, right here, right now, in front of God and everybody else, I'm sorry if I slighted you in any way, Val. I apologize. If I said something demeaning or degrading, or if I said something bad to you, I wanted people to know I'm a big enough man to say if I said something wrong or off color, I'm sorry. I want to work with people to help others. I'm not asking for anything. I'm trying just to be a conduit for other people. That's great. I'm happy to hear it. I know it, JMM. I know it. JMM just said, don't fall for it. You'll never stop being a troll. But I mean, I think we saw that too, didn't we? I think we saw that too. You know, and then let me just bring this up, and I'm not going to spend a long time on it, but there's the woman, Tina Slay Richardson, who Joe, you need me to call in Thursday night? Okay, I can call in Thursday night. You got to give me a time, brother. You got to give me a time. Yeah, look, you know, and don't just put Bow in a box and say that he's always going to be a troll. That Tina Slay Richardson was in there. If it cuts out, you guys, it'll come right back. If it cuts out, it'll come right back. I'm driving through the middle of nowhere. I mean, look at the desert sands where I'm at. I'm literally in the desert right now. It will come back. It will come back. Just hold tight. It may take a minute or two before it comes back in, but it will come back in. So just stay with me. So anyway, there's this woman named Tina Slay Richardson who apparently hates me. She hates me.
Oh, I can't even do another session of him talking shit about Tina. I just can't do it today. Like, that's a hard pass for me.
Someone commented earlier that you should go to Kentucky for the fight and be in chat's corner yelling the whole time.
I probably could do that.
Be like, get away from him, crazy Chille.
Right.
Woman.
It's just, I mean, the fact that he just continues to attack this woman who had him in her home, that he just completely shit all over, you know, her loss, and really her entire family at this point. Like, I don't know why he constantly has, this has nothing to do with anything. Like, he's talked about a million things throughout this stupid live stream as he's barreling down the road with a tiny little dog next to him. Not once has anything that he's brought up had anything to do with Tina Slay Richardson, but here we are again.
Someone says go to 5828 for some reason.
Well, that's backwards, isn't it?
I don't know where we are.
Yeah, it's like way back. All right, if I go back, we're going to lose our place, but that's okay because we've been going on 2 hours, so I'll go to 5828. But we just need to start making, all right, 5828. Hold on. Right there.
You're going to find that out, Chad. You're not on my level. You're just not. And I don't think you ever will be. You're just too old. You started too long ago. And so I just don't think it's going to happen. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Apes? How you doing? Denti, Jen, what's going on? Carson's in the room. How you doing, Carson? Oh, no one's afraid of you? Carson, I could whoop your butt, though. I bet you would take a beating, Carson. I bet you'd take a beating, Carson. I bet you would be afraid of me in real life. If there was nobody there to stop it and we both agreed to a physical match, I'll bet you would get beat.
Ow.
And I don't even know what you look like. You could be 25 years old and train since you're 12. People who come in are keyboard warriors. They're typically not tough. So, but Chuck Bronson is in the hizzy, everybody. What's going on, Chuck Bronson? I was just talking poo about Chad Goo. I'm fighting him, Chuck Bronson, on September 17th in Ashland, Kentucky.
Yeah, no, we know. He was talking about Chad. Let's go and see if he says anything. Oh, he leaves the car at some point. That's cool. He's at a Denny's. All right.
Great white shark.
It takes me a little more time to travel now.
He needs that grand slam.
Hold on, Charlie. Hold on.
Dog's like, I gotta piss. Open the fucking door.
All right.
Wouldn't you like to be a Charlie? To be a Charlie. Oh, it's 101 degrees outside. Let me leave the car on. Let me leave the car on here. Leave the car running here. Keep the AC cranked up here so it's nice and cool in here while I get some gas.
He's not taking the dog out. He's not taking the dog out.
Yeah, you know, the trifold the other day worked like a charm. The whole idea of the trifold is that
you still got a ticket, dumbass.
Poor Charlie probably hasn't pissed all day.
Right.
This one over here. Okay. You got to have a camera. It's the most important thing.
Who live streams this?
Random country Marcus is sending you a camera. Okay. Remove nozzle and select great. Okay, I got to pull up just a little bit here. Yeah, someone just got a trifold. Thanks for buying that. I hope it helps you because I know it helps me too. But the big thing is if you use it properly, you don't ever answer a question. You just don't. You guys saw that. All I gave him my laminated license, registration, proof of insurance, and then I gave him the trifold. He tried to ask me a bunch of questions, and I said, no, I'm not going to answer any questions. You can read right there.
And then you spoke for 45 minutes as a cop wrote you a ticket.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to talk to cops, especially cops like Chad Goo. Chad Goo, who tasered John Long in handcuffs and put him in torture cuffs. You know, you don't want to talk to guys like Chad.
Who is
Chad
John Long?
I can't wait to beat him up.
Was he in court handcuffs or then?
Oh, thanks, Dan. I appreciate that. Yeah,
he
I
tortured him in
grass,
handcuffs,
so
then
you know,
put him in
I don't take any
handcuffs.
chances with Charlie. I just, you know,
John Long is the guy in
and,
Ironton
I'm super
that
grateful
Chad
for friends
Goo
who watched
arrested
through the
and
pandemic until now.
tased, apparently.
And I have another dog, you guys. I have a Shih Tzu that I actually may need to. Maybe I'll bring him with me. Maybe I'll bring her with me. Bird. I got
Two dogs.
Yeah, KNRW
in the
Radio,
van.
Nighthawk, SNR Kearney, Storm Chasers. Thanks, Greg. By the way, I read your name off earlier, Greg. If you weren't here, for the donations to Christy, and I sent her over that money. So that's off my conscience now. I feel a lot better.
Why was it on your conscience to begin with?
Until it's dark outside, typically. Man, it's good to see all you guys. I've had this has been a nicer drive because all you guys are here with me. This has been a lot nicer. And man, I'll tell you what, getting out of California, that $7 a gallon gas. Gas here's $4.64 a gallon. Thanks for joining. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. New England, Colorado, Cobb Block, Northeast Colorado. You know, I'll be in Colorado. I'll be in Colorado coming up. So I'll be in Colorado in the next couple weeks. So I'm heading to Colorado eventually. I'm going to go up there and train for a little while. So Yeah, I can't wait. I do like to smoke some greens, that's for sure. I do enjoy the weeds. I just choose to do it very seldomly. Okay, let's take Charlie over where he can get a little. I'm gonna take you some grass over here, Charlie. I'm in the parking lot here, so I'm just gonna pull over here to this grassy area right here real fast. Charlie can jump out of the car. What is today? Oh man, it's all desert over here. I'm hoping I'm right here in a Motel 6 parking lot. Let me see if I can find a space, because I also don't want to put him anywhere that there can be any snakes, because I'm in the desert. I don't want any. And as you guys know, there's snakes all around us. As you guys know, snake in the grass. Snake in the grass. You guys know that, snake in the grass. Okay, here we go. I got a little patch of grass right here. Perfect.
What does that? What?
Hold on, other side, Charlie. Let me go to the other side, buddy.
He's talking about Abrams. Put that dog on a leash.
See, the big thing about your dog, right? And I say this to you guys all the time. The best kind of dog is a well-trained dog.
Keep up, Shizzle.
Right, so when you open your door to your car.
Sorry, I'm like Kate the other night.
You're not going to go jumping out of there without permission, are you? You're gonna follow the rules, right? Okay. Okay, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Come on. Come on. I got you.
He's not going to jump out of the car at all because you're tiny.
It's not my lawn. It's not my lawn. So it's not my lawn to mow. It's a Motel 6.
Oh my God. Is he like near a roadway with that dog off a leash?
A highway, right?
Oh my God.
More grass over here. Yeah, this is pretty much the desert where I'm at. 100%.
Oh, that's highway noises.
Yeah, you hear the highway.
You're a highway, yeah. But
what's up, Charlie?
It does. It looks like they're on the highway.
There you go. That's a good bear. That's a good bear.
Put your dog on a leash.
All right, well, I got to jump off here pretty quick. I told Tim and Sarah I'd send them $40, so I want to get that money sent over to them real fast. And I'm probably going to have to stop and eat something here in a second. Are you good to go? Are you good to go? Are you good to go?
Oh my God. Put your dog on the leash.
Come over here. Come over here. Come on. Come on. Come on, boy. Come on.
He has to like run to get the dog excited enough to follow him.
James Sheets. I guess I've been on for almost 2 hours.
Oh my God. I don't know why it's making me so nervous right now.
Why did he just randomly say James Sheets?
Why is he letting the dog wander around this motel?
I gotta take care of him, so. Charlie's trying to find everywhere he can to pee. He's peeing on everything he can possibly pee on. Roast beef says piggies. Oh, I don't want to say that out loud. I'm trying to bridge the gap with that guy.
Pay attention to your dog.
I want to talk to him and tell him to go F myself. And maybe I said something back. I don't think I did. I don't think I've ever said anything negative to that guy. But I just didn't want to. I don't want any beef with anybody, you know. But it is what it is. If you take a stand for anything, there's someone standing against you. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh, Bao is live streaming my live with a little cred catcher.
It is what it is.
I mean, thanks for sharing my live. I appreciate it, Bao. But I mean, don't you have anything to offer the world, dude? Don't you have your own mission? Don't you have a purpose? You know, your purpose shouldn't be to restream my live stream. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
What is your mission?
If that's your purpose in life, to restream my live stream, maybe you should take some.
Where's
what you're doing
Charlie?
You know, there's people out there who need help from people who have a big platform like yours. You know, I don't know what cred catcher is.
I hope he ran to a happy family.
No, but seriously, like, where's the dog?
Charlie's walking in a circle. I'm waiting. You know, I mean, Bao, you sharing my live, it just
Oh,
helps
he
the mission
heard
that
you.
I'm doing. So I appreciate it, dude. You know, and all the trolls and all the nonsense, it just helps grow the brand. Jack Connors, what's going on, Peekaboo? How you doing? You can, Peekaboo. You just have to have the cojones to jump off the cliff.
The
and realize that you don't have
brand,
any income,
not the mission,
and you have
not
to
the
rely on
purpose,
the
the
world to close you.
brand.
And then you have to be willing to sleep in your van. You know, you got to be willing to have people make fun of you and talk crap about you and say things about you that are stupid. But at the end of the day, you know, so far, you know, we got 3 federal civil rights lawsuits this year, and I got to thank my partner, Bobby Law. Bobby Law Legal. He's got his own channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. Bobby Law, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. You know, Bobby Law helps me a lot, and I'm so grateful to Bobby. And so it's like
fucking how
you can do whatever you want to do. You just have to really dedicate to what you're doing and be all in. You know, and I think that's the reason why, you know, I think I've created a 1,000 people who believe in me. It's called 1,000 True Fans, and I think that because of that, I'm going to be able to achieve a lot of things because I'm not doing it alone. I'm doing it with the help of V Boyer. I'm doing it with the help of Sly Shy. I'm doing it with the help of people who buy my merchandise and buy my products. You know, it's you know, and now you can see that my amount of energy that I have naturally. Someone just said it. Jalen Walker, for example. You know, everybody. It's like now that I've said it, you know, it's people are using.
Why
my energy for their
hasn't
own
he
gain,
got the dog
which is fine.
headphones?
Go ahead. Good boy, Charlie. Oh, now it's nice and cool when I get in. Oh, it's so.
He needs the car seat
Yeah,
first.
Charlie's okay.
Let's make it. Oh, by the way, my friend in Florida sent me this. Do you see this? My friend in Florida sent this to me.
Look how sweaty he got in that 2 minutes.
Well, it is like 110 degrees outside.
I got my bullshit button, so.
Ew.
Oh, everybody, Fancy Pants said that you guys are all weak-minded people, and I'm using you. Fancy, you got in, you got to comment in, you got to tell everybody and warn them about me. Good thing you're here, dude. Fancy Pants, without you warning these people, I might have taken advantage of all of them. And then what would we do? You know? What would happen then, Fancy Pants? I mean, because Fancy Pants came here and warned everybody, now you're probably safe from me, but be careful. I'm doing a mind voodoo. Mind voodoo. Give me your house. Give me your house. I want your castle. Give me your car. Bao always wins, everybody. I got the Bao always wins in here. Bao, you're winning, dude. You are winning. I'm not sure what you're winning exactly, man. Maybe douchebag of the year. But hey, you know what? Good for you, Bao. So happy you're winning.
That triggers him so much.
You know, Bao, show me the person that you raised $3,200 for in one day. Go ahead and show me that person, Bao, because then you do beat me. Show me the person that you helped out of jail, Bao. Show me the person that you helped that was cheated by the cops, Bao. And then you know what? You can have Bao always wins. Go all across here. But pretty unoriginal because Kate puts that. Kate puts Kate always wins. So Kate out-trolled you, Bao, and you're supposed to be an activist. I mean, dude, ridiculous. So after I beat the shit out of this cop, and then
you heard it here first.
Okay, in all fairness, it all started with Andrew always wins.
Right. But he doesn't know that because he doesn't understand the joke. It's an inside joke.
It is.
It really started with IP2 always wins. If you want to get
technical
about it.
Yep.
But I mean, I don't even think he knows what IP2 is. I could see Chille on the IP2 network. What do you think?
Oh fuck yeah, I could see him on. What's the other one they love to go on? That Cyrex is on. The other website where they fucking just hammer these people.
Kiwi Farms?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I mean, IP2, to be fair, like, they kind of unironically, I mean, everybody on IP2 is sort of like Chille. Like, I think he would fit. Can you imagine if he did an RV trip with, like, Andy Dick and Attila and then, like, Jules Rancid and Ski Mask Andy? Can you imagine that?
That would be pretty epic. Today he was talking about, he was calling Chad Gu a parasite because he lives off the state getting a paycheck and stuff. You know, Chille is the picture poster child of a parasite. He works nowhere. He earns nothing. He literally sleeps from house to house to house on other people's money. You know, you're the true parasite there, Chille. At least, you know, hate cops all you want. At least Chad gets up and goes to work every day and then straps on and does his job. What do? You drive around spurging for 10 hours a day.
So I just want to back up because I made a reference, and so Laguna Larry here isn't really familiar with a lot of this stuff. So do you know what IP2 is by any, like, because I feel like we didn't really explain this to you.
I have no idea either.
Okay. Here's the Reader's Digest version. IP2 is the Ice Poseidon Network 2. Ice Poseidon was a guy mostly on Twitch at first. It kind of moved to different platforms, and he was kind of like the godfather of IRL streaming, which is what Chille pretty much does. People that just stream themselves walking around acting usually like assholes. That's just kind of what they do. So they started doing these RV trips at some point, and they included just a bunch of like drunken egomaniacs hanging out together in RVs and getting into fights. Now, at some point, you know who Andy Dick is, right?
Comedian.
No?
He was on the TV show, actor.
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Like unhinged nutbag.
Yeah, kind of.
So Andy Dick started like hanging out. This is probably not a great one, honestly. Hold on, let me find a better clip because him with Attila is like meh. I'm trying to find the one. I can't remember the kid's house he was at, but somebody pulled out a gun. Like, it was pretty good. Okay, hold on. I can't remember whose house he was at, or apartment rather.
Is Attila the one that Andy Dick was accused of sexually assaulting?
No, that was oh, here, this is another. This is from the same guy's apartment. I wish that I knew the guy's name. But I feel like Chille, if he got involved with this, would actually be really proud to like film with Andy Dick. You know what I mean? Because I don't think he would really understand what it means to film with Andy Dick. So
he'd be like, "We've been friends for 47 years."
Yeah, this is my friend Andy.
I think it's judging. What am I judging? I don't know. We go back and forth. I don't know where to send it. We don't know.
It's still on 2-speed. Okay.
Oh shit. Hold on, let me fix that. And we'll go back and play it again. No, I wanted it regular speed. There we go. Yeah. Sorry.
I think you're just joshing. What am I joshing? I don't know. We go back and forth on this one. I don't know where to send it. Well, we don't even know how much to send. We don't know. We need to get that figured out. How much? Huh? How much? Right. So I'm feeding you. I'm putting how much? It doesn't really matter right now.
How fucked up are they though?
Extremely.
Yeah, constantly.
I just want to. Why though? Why
drugs? You have to ask me again. You have to ask me.
Oh shit!
Drugs.
Drugs.
About this $200.
I need $200 in my pocket to be a normal human being.
Yeah, I know, but we also need this money for like things that are not drugs.
Like you have 1,000. You get 1,000. I just want.
Wait, is this like a live they did, or is this
Yeah,
a video?
Okay.
No, this is just live. It's IRL.
Yeah, and thank you. Somebody answered my question. It was Sappy Flanker. I couldn't remember the guy. I haven't seen a lot of him, but they're literally in this guy's dilapidated ramshackle apartment, just streaming themselves all day long. And now Andy Dick is demanding $200 for drugs.
I'm really not going to buy drugs. I don't know people out here. I'm asking
Can we
to buy drugs.
Wait till you have your own room until you start buying drugs at least?
I'm not buying drugs. I don't know who to buy drugs from.
I'd rather you have like a room where you can be in and
I'm not buying drugs. I was making a joke.
I know, but I'm just in case it's
Come on, let's go.
You want to get the kitty?
Like it's just
what
really
the fuck just happened.
Oh yeah,
but I feel like Chille would fit in really well.
Yeah, Andy's career has not done well since news radio.
Andy looks like he does GHB and thinks it's healthy.
Yeah, Aiden, thank you, Aiden. This is true. Yes, since then, Andy has groped multiple people and kicked a guy in the face. Last night, he kicked somebody. Who was he with last night that he kicked someone in the face?
Find the video.
Andy Dick is some great content. I would love to go seek him out. I really would like to meet. I would like to meet
Andy
that
Dick
guy.
is sad. He had all the opportunity in the world.
You see this app right here? It's called Audible.
Oh God, the ads.
I'm trying to find the Andy Dick video from last night.
Do we know whose stream he was on?
I don't know. I'm looking up right now.
Oh. I don't know. We've been going for a while. I think we lost Larry.
Nope, Larry's still here.
Oh,
Larry's still here. All right. I was like,
Yeah, there's nothing
Andy
wrong
Dick
with
is a definite trip.
So,
you
Kate,
have like almost 40 super chats to read off before you end it too, just so you know.
oh my gosh.
I have a
Thank you
question.
guys.
I have a question before we wrap this up. So we know Chille is going to sue you. You taking this seriously at all?
No.
Okay.
Should I?
He has no grounds for anything.
He has no grant. I mean, I think if you went to court, the first thing I would play is that video of him saying, "I don't care if I win or not. I'm doing it just to break you."
I wouldn't even get that far because honestly, I don't think that any claim. Okay, I've said this before. I'll say this again 1,000,000 times. I do not believe that Chille can even properly file a lawsuit. And he certainly, if by some miracle he can write something in his little crayon that is coherent enough to actually make it to a clerk's office and get entered with the courts, the next step is going to have to be serving me. And I am 100% certain that he will never incur the expense nor even know what to do to properly serve me. That's not going to happen. He's not sending the U.S. Marshals to my house for his federal lawsuit. That's just not happening. Like, there's no way. If I can't even get to the point where it's like, if he properly served me, because I know that's never going to happen, but the chance that it did, then it would not survive a motion to dismiss. And on the chance that it did, it would not survive a motion for summary judgment. There's not like, so I don't ever think we would really get to the point to where I would be in front of a judge playing anything ever.
Never. Very true.
Interesting. I agree. I'm just curious. Where would the court be? Would you have to go to Texas for it?
No, I would have to go nowhere because it's never going anywhere. Like, he could try. How does Texas have jurisdiction over this at all?
He was trying to say that since he was in Texas when all this defamation occurred, that's why they have venue. And I'm like,
he wasn't in Texas.
I know. I'm just speaking what he said.
I feel like the hottest line of bullshit that I talked when he was in Massachusetts was probably the hottest line of bullshit that I've talked about him. recently anyway. So I mean, come back to Massachusetts and sue me. I don't know. It's never going to happen. It's a pipe dream. He keeps adding more people to all these lawsuits that he's supposedly filing. Like, dude can't even figure out how to clip a leash to his dog's harness. I'm not that concerned about his ability to figure out how to, file a coherent complaint against me.
Well, he was saying that we've shown no evidence whatsoever, anything that we've said about him.
Yeah, so take it up in court, Chille. That's what I mean. Like, he can say that at this point. Like, yeah, if you really believe that, then please, I beg you, let's take it up in court. And it's just unfortunate because his incompetence and buffoonery is going to make it impossible for me to even get to the discovery phase of anything. But God, if I could, that would be delicious. Absolutely delicious.
Yeah, because he'd have to disprove that all those arrests were not him, or admit they were him.
The court already read his triple I, and it was on there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And, he's, again, conflating opinion statements that I'm making that hurt his feelings with actual defamation because he's a very poor understanding of how stringent the law is around this. When I call you a grifter, that is my educated opinion. I am entitled to make that opinion. I am not making specific charges against you outside of what I can prove. End of story.
Well, he's claiming that Abrams, all these other channels have cost him over $75,000 in revenue, and then him and Bobby Law can prove it.
How can he prove it?
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, I would like to see his tax statement from last year with this current venture. Oh wait, he doesn't fucking have one. So where are we pulling this number? It's purely speculative. It's laughable. $75,000. Why? Because his ego projects that was maybe what he was going to make. Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
Well, he would have to prove on paper that would be what he was making on average before you defamed him.
Well, he's using Google Analytics, which are not exactly accurate as his metrics.
What do I have to do with Google? I have nothing to do with Google whatsoever.
No,
yeah, because the internet's not fickle at all.
Wait, can someone explain to me what he's proving with Google Analytics? I'm just curious.
That when we started covering him, how his growth went from one number to an exponentially much lower number after we started exposing him.
Well, I mean, that sucks for you. Your content sucks, Chille. That's probably why. Yeah. But what does that have to do with? I mean, views do not necessarily equate money, particularly because he can't figure out how to monetize his shit.
Social Blade's not accurate either. None of these analytical sites are that accurate. I mean, even if they pay out from Google Analytics, what they pay for your streams, a lot of people question what they're getting revenue-wise, but it's pennies on the dollar, so people don't really question. They don't go that far with it.
And the whole thing's a fucking joke. I invite him to sue me. I mean, honestly, in the words of our friend Schrodinger's cat, God rest his soul, sue me, bitch.
Yeah, that's what I don't think
another awesome court tape.
Well, that's what I don't think he realizes is there's enough support with all these channels, these big channels even bigger than yours, that crowdsourcing an attorney, if it ever got to that point, would not be that hard to get a legitimate federal attorney to chastise him in court.
I mean, frankly, Chille, if I wanted to, I could. Well, no, I can't because you don't have a house. Presuming that you ever do get a home address, which you probably won't, I could fund, really sending bags of dicks to your house until the end of time. It's not that hard.
I think bags of butts would be better.
I don't know. He talks a lot about dicks.
They make chocolates that literally have imprinted buttholes on them.
Yes, they do.
That's disgusting. I don't want to do that.
You could even mold your own butthole and get it.
I was about to say, you actually mold your own ass and you send it into them and they make chocolate puckers for you.
Wait a minute. I could send him a chocolate mold of my asshole?
Yes, they send you a kit to make a mold of your butthole.
You could actually do one of your labia also, which would be kind of funny. Of course, he wouldn't know what to do with that.
Ew.
Yeah, you'd probably use it sexually.
That's too personal. I don't want anyone to know.
But your butthole.
That's not personal at all.
No.
I honestly cannot believe where this conversation is.
Oh my God, Larry, I'm so sorry. We forgot about poor innocent Larry.
I know I am genuinely considering here the possibility of molding my butthole and sending it to Chille Decastro.
But again, Larry, that's not
Send him
personal.
a bunch of they'll send him a bunch of little chocolates of your butthole.
How in God's name did this fucking stream get steered in this direction?
Listen, I blame marijuana.
You must be new, Larry.
Yeah, no, right. No, I mean, just where did we go for? Oh, because I said I was going to send him bags of dicks. That's because that's something I've actually done.
Yeah,
like
bags of your butthole is so much better.
Yeah, but not personal.
I'm going to steer over to Super Chats in a minute just because Sarah asked a really good question.
If you're gonna do that, Kate, you need to send Charlie one of Jake's.
Oh my! Can you imagine? Can you imagine walking into my house and I'm in the bathroom and you just hear the dog scuffling around? Like, Kate, what are you doing in here? Like, I am molding my butthole and my dog's butthole, so we can send it to this lunatic on the internet.
Tell Charlie this is from Jake.
Literal masshole chocolates.
Well, I mean, if Charlie has an Amazon wish list, where are things getting sent to there?
Jeff,
to the van.
To the van, right? The moving van.
I'm just saying. I mean, like, I don't know. Chille, I would love to send you some fan mail because I'm a huge fan. Sarah has a good question, though. Did I get the court audio from my hearing? Guys, this has turned in to such a shit show you would not believe. So I'm going to try to pull it up so that you can see what has happened to me. Because it's a goddamn travesty that I'm still going back and forth with. So, like, long story short is... I did not forget my password. Stop it.
Is no?
Yeah, that's pretty much, it's one word no, but it's more complicated than that. So I put in my request on the 13th. Okay, I can share my screen. Yes, I'm going to update my password so that doesn't happen again. All right, I'm going to share my screen so we can see what's happening here. So I requested on the 13th of June, and in July, finally, this shit comes back. So I'm excited because as we're about to see here, I get it and it says approved. I'm like, all right, great. So I go to play it. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? So I'll tell you why that happened. I don't know. So I call the.
It's got to be Judge Waldo. It's gotta be
no. So I try to call the clerk's office, and every time that I get somebody at the clerk's office, they essentially tell me, I don't know what's going on with FTR. You're going to have to talk to somebody else. And that person just never gets on the phone. So then I go to FTR and I'm like, hey, listen, I put in my request. I paid for it. I get a play button and now I can't play anything. And they're like, hold on, like, let's look into it. So they come back and they say, well, there's only 2 minutes of recorded audio. I'm like, well, this is not acceptable because it was like a 2-hour hearing. Like, what is going on here? So they tell me that I must have the times wrong, but I definitely don't, because if you go back to my request, it's not just that, but like, look at here. So request number approved. I requested it June 13th. The hearing was June 10th. I requested 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. I estimated it. The approved time was 11 a.m. and 4 seconds to 12:15 p.m. and then 2:08 p.m. to 2:31 p.m. So the court identified this, and it looks pretty specific to me. So I would say that they have pretty specific times. The case number's there. The district court is there. I'm a party to the case, and I did request a cost waiver. So like, there should be no issues here, but for some reason they don't have the audio.
Have you tried submitting another request?
Yeah. So have I done like a straight?
Well, but they have your money.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a huge amount of money. So that was the least of my concerns here, because I just want the audio, but I am a little bit annoyed that they took my money. Yeah. And essentially, FTR has answered me and said, oh, I don't know if I can go to the support thing here, but they've pretty much told me, well, tough shit, because we Yeah, so I can't do it here. So because we just offer a platform for district courts to upload their audio, we have no control over what audio gets approved or
So
whatever.
they're
Everything was
saying
approved.
it's on the courts.
Right.
And the court's saying it's on them.
Yeah.
What a
Damn,
circle
there's
jerk.
some great one-liners on there.
Oh, he has so much confidence at the beginning. Oh, it was so lovely.
I think maybe try some another request. Maybe Shizzle or myself or Pat does it and see what we get.
Yeah, but I think it's an issue with the court, the way they're uploading things. I don't think it's like anything nefarious or it's because it's me.
No, I didn't think that. I just maybe it was just a glitch that they didn't get it for some reason, or.
But they still have my money, Harry. I don't want to pay for it twice.
Well, can you request that the courthouse re-upload it to FTR?
That's what I'm trying to get through. I'm going to get it. One way or the other, I'm going to get it. I'm just going to put it that way. Because I am just going to continue to blow up the clerk's office until I get the right person. Respectfully. All right. Gosh. I don't know. Do you guys like leaving them to the end, these super chats, or is it more? I can't find a good way to handle super chats. I'm still experimenting.
There's pros and cons of the super chat. Wait until the end. At the end, a lot of times, people who gave the money in the beginning aren't there anymore.
That's true. That's true. Lauren Psych Meds for $4.99 said, "Honey, it's once in the morning and once before bed." Oh, this is all Lauren. Lauren Psych Meds. It's Thursday night, and Lauren has nowhere else to be except a chat room where she's obviously not liked. Hey, yeah, she's an important person doing important things. Sorry, yeah, I just found out somebody else is live. I know what I'm doing in Discord afterwards. I just X'd out. All right. Why can I still hear it?
It's the voices in your head.
Chille's in your head.
Yeah, he must be. Lauren has been told that there will be a whole show about her, but she keeps trying to inject herself all the time. That's what the group seems to have a problem with. Yeah, I did get that impression. Lauren just took all her nightly meds or nighty time meds. She should be gone now. Z. Paul Berry for $2. Okay, so the attorney for Christy Rohn, he thinks is for the federal lawsuit. I thought they had Bobby Law for that.
Yeah.
How does she have any claim to anything? They weren't married.
Right.
Maybe on behalf of the kids.
No,
but
for her arrest. No, for her arrest.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's the attorneys to represent her for her recent jailing.
Right. That's what I thought. Right. But again, it's not the O.J. Simpson murder case here. Like, you can probably beat a court fine and or truancy charge without Johnny Cochran. Like, I feel like that's possible.
Well, if it is, Chille can always send Robert Shapiro.
He can. California for change, thank you. Lauren Psych Meds. Well, it's not Chille's kid. You can't get pregnant from that hole. It's true.
Up the bum, no babies.
No babies in the bum.
Maybe it's why it's in the belly.
Is Chille going to be the person that cries about his dog when he gets arrested? Yeah, probably. I mean, he probably thinks that the dog is preventing any sort of potential arrests. The dog's honestly...
He's going to be like, why is this a system? Why are they taking my dog?
Where's the victim?
He's like, you can't arrest me in front of my dog. He's sensitive. Yeah.
The dog's like thanking them all.
Right. Is Chille going to be... Oh, sorry. No. He was going to bring Lauren, but Charlie needs fewer walks and barks less. Lauren's Psych Med's really coming hard for Lauren. She's going to demand to be on your live stream next.
Lauren's Psych Med, you just bought me and Kate nachos.
Thank you. Yeah.
A lot of nachos.
It's reached the nacho limit here. It's gotten kind of creepy watching Chille try to learn to be like the human, trying to cry, getting a dog, etc. Yeah, I guess we are. It is like watching, like, you know, the science fiction movies where there's like the Terminator or, you know, another like android and they try to teach it to act human.
Yeah, he's an AI trying to be a human. He's like, I've seen humans talk to dogs this way before. And then
right.
His dog will go to the dog dungeon. His dog will go to the dog dungeon.
His no tear cry was friggin' amazing.
Oh God, he uses it so often too.
That was Oscar worthy.
Yeah. Max 23 says he made Charlie do sprints in 91 degree weather. He really made the dog do sprints.
Yes.
Oh, Charlie.
That fucking dog was. Yeah, that dog was in a fucking heart attack.
Like wind sprints.
Yes. He was doing his normal sprint and fucking dragging the dog behind him.
Oh, Charlie. Oh my God. He's got little like stubby legs. He left the dog in car for hours while he was on Hollywood Boulevard. We have to save Charlie from this lunatic. I said when this all started, Chille doesn't, and I am not encouraging this, guys. I like to be more of a spectator than involving authorities and shit. Not really my style, but I am not going to be surprised when hundreds of ASPCA calls come in on him, because like I just can't believe that he would bring a dog around, knowing how reviled he is, how openly trolled he is, how people feel about dogs, and then like openly doing this with the dog. Like, what did he think was going to happen?
Well, you talk about Charlie's stubby little legs. What about fucking his stubby little legs? It's not like he's like 8 foot tall. So
No, but I mean, Charlie probably can't handle that. He's an elderly dog.
he is.
He does
Someone
look very
asks,
elderly.
why can't we mass report all his videos to YouTube where he drives and live streams with headphones as dangerous? I mean, you can. I can't encourage you to do that. It's against terms of service, and honestly, I don't really.
And then what would we talk about?
Yeah, I would miss him, number one, and number two. Even though it is probably dangerous, I am not really convinced that YouTube's algorithm is going to pick up on that. I think that's kind of a mulligan. I mean, it definitely is a dangerous thing to do, but I don't think YouTube is going to recognize it that way, because they are literally run by AI robots, and they're pretty much related.
And
to
Chille is an AI robot.
right.
Jinx.
Get out of my head.
Sorry.
Hey, Chille, is there a grifter / scammer 401k plan or other types of retirement system asking for a friend? Okay, oh my God, asking for Lauren. Lauren Psych Meds is really coming for her today. My
It's like
God.
$100 he's given so far.
Right, you really don't like Lauren. And wow.
Do we know who Lauren Psych Meds is? Like, is that person?
Can that person come on Lauren's show?
Yeah, they're more than welcome.
Yeah, Lauren Psych Meds. Send me an email at info@massholereport.com if you would like to be part of Lauren's exclusive stream. It's going to be a hard-hitting, very interesting interview. Paul Berry says, why is there no report button on Chille's videos? I feel like there is, Paul. I don't know. Again, I can't encourage you to do that, nor would I, but I'm sure if you look hard enough, it's there. Solid. How the fuck do you pronounce your name?
A8.
Hayate. Solid Hayate. Or Hayate?
Oh.
I have no idea. Have you gotten to see Cyrax's Encyclopedia Dramatica article, encyclopediadramatica.online/Cyrax? I haven't heard about ED in a long time. Sorry. But I wonder if you wrote the article, and if so, that's pretty solid of you. Lauren Psych Meds, Jesus Christ. In his defense, I didn't feel a thing, said Charlie.
From when the dog was sitting on his lap?
Yeah. Lauren Psych Meds invested another $10 to tell Lauren to read the room. It's not about you tonight, much like every other night. This is true.
All right, Lauren Psych Meds like sponsored the show here.
Which in a roundabout way means that this show is sponsored by Lauren Hayden. Just think about that. She has generated so much income for us this evening. Look at, even Sarah Marie got in for £2 here. I think Lauren is more like an Arabian stallion. Look at this. You're really Michael Goodman, thank you for the $2. Cars.
$2.
Chille narcissistic personality, 100%. Yeah, that seems to be the consensus, right? Not that we're doctors, but thank you for joining, Allie. Oh my God, Lauren Psych Meds. Plan carefully, Lauren. We're going to need a lot of extra meds that night. They're talking about August 15th, the day that you all will be waiting for on pins and needles with bated breath, the day that Lauren can come up on the panel and tell me that I'm a terrible parent and I'm fat for an hour and a half until she rage quits because we keep asking her about her own projection. No, sorry for the spoiler alerts, but Lauren Psych Meds paid for the spoiler alerts. Rohn, no last name, says he's rich. He can afford gas and contemplating face. I feel like when he gassed up, he didn't even put that much gas in his vehicle, right? Was
it on fast forward at that time?
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what it was. It Seemed like he was there for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why don't they have the lawyer look at all of her legal issues and clear all of her stuff up? Christy, I mean, because it's never going to go to a lawyer. That's a no-brainer.
It's going to go to Bobby Law. 10,000 successful cases.
Has she not seen the video of you face-to-facing the F out of Sweetie on Memorial Day? Probably in reference to Lauren again. She has seen it. She just, the only takeaway from that is that she thinks I look fat. Oh, thank you, Ed. Ed donated $10 for Christy's ESL class so she can learn to talk English good and do other good things good too. So, I appreciate that very much.
What is that from?
Zoolander.
That's right.
Dang it, why am I paying for weed? I don't know. Get some from Chille.
Or from Kate. Kate's got good, strong weed.
Yeah, I can't smoke it on live streams anymore because I'll just absolutely fall apart. Mr. D, if not for Jose Decastro, what would we be doing right now? I mean, we'd probably be talking about Cyrax or Turtle Boy.
Laguna Lauren.
Yeah, Laguna Lauren. Would she, though? Because I feel like she would have stayed on the outside. Chille kind of brought her into the fold in a roundabout way. So, I mean, he really is the gift that keeps on giving. He deserves more respect.
We have Paul Sutton. There's all kinds of people we can talk about. So if Chille went away, we'd find someone else to play with.
But I'd be sad about it.
It's the radiated hope that brought her to us.
Mordred LaFay seems to have spent $2 Australian dollars to settle a personal sounding beef. He has a message for What's Up Dead. He wants to let What's Up Dead know that he is a deadbeat dad.
No, that was in return. I think they think of names for James Sheets.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
For ex-Playboys.
I get it now. All right. Sorry. I misinterpreted that. Penelope wants to know, please tell us you are planning to attend the fight. I mean, yeah, if it happens, I just haven't been interested in the whole fight thing because honestly, I'm not interested in physical fighting really anyway, and I don't think it's going to happen. But if it actually happened, like, yeah, I'd show up. I'd bring these assholes with me, and we'd have like a party over there in Kentucky.
I would contemplate that.
Poor dog probably still has the taste of Chille's balls in his mouth.
Oh no!
Oh, that's dark.
Justice for Charlie.
3 Rohn says that Chille won't survive the first round. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it to the fight at all, if I'm being honest, but definitely.
Yeah.
He'll
puss out. He won't show up.
LB Dubs for $5 asks, does Josh know his plate number? I assume you mean Abrams. During his live, we could call the California State Troopers and tell them to look out for him and pull him over. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could, but
he gets pulled over anyway.
I feel like you'd be wasting their time and tying up their lines, if we're being honest. Wait, this video is sped up. It sounds like the normal cook fueled Chille. Yeah, pretty much. Lauren Sykebeds wants you all to know that you can report all of his previous driving live streams to YouTube is dangerous. Again, like, I'm not encouraging you to do that. You can do that. I think it's going to be a fruitless endeavor. And again, like, you know, you get his channel taken down, then what? Like, it's better to just enjoy the comedy show, you know, from afar. I wouldn't reach your hands too far into any of that stuff. It can get messy. Tequila Mockingbird, so much for I'm going to clear my name and then never talk about the trolls ever again. Yeah, no, every time that he says that, we just accept the challenge and we always win. The headphones remind him of Jeff Lloyd's gentle caress from behind. I mean, would you be shocked if Chille, you know, perhaps was a plaything for some wealthy older men? Because I wouldn't be shocked.
Oh, if he was a pillow biter? Not at all.
Not one bit.
No, I just meant not necessarily like, you know, all the ideas of his, you know, actual sexual orientation aside, because that's whatever. I would not surprise me if some of his quote unquote investors were just like older bears that, you know,
I agree.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I could definitely see Chille being a pillow biter for an old bear.
Lauren Psych Meds has given us Chille's wish list.
Oh, no, it's Charlie's.
It's Charlie's wish list.
I'm sorry. It does say Charlie. Fuck my life. I was kind of distracted for a minute by the fact that, like, I feel like Lauren's psych meds have taken out a second mortgage on their house just to talk shit. Like, thank you very much, Lauren's psych meds.
Amyl nitrate.
Charlie's wish list: 6 gallons of Astroglide.
Charlie wants poppers.
1 BBC 12-volt man pleaser toy. 2 cases amyl nitrate.
Amyl nitrate.
2 pairs of nipple clips.
Please gift wrap and address to Chillito.
Wait, why 2 pairs? Does Chille have 4 nipples?
No, the dog does.
Oh no!
Charlie. Charlie's nipples.
They're for Charlie's nipples. Shit.
Wait a minute, I saw Charlie.
Don't worry, he won't feel them after the amyl nitrate.
or the big black cock.
This is a dumb question, maybe, but I mean, honestly, do male dogs have nipples? I've never noticed.
I don't think so.
I don't think they do. Jake, come
So they're for Chille's. They're for Chille's 4 nipples.
Jake,
Maybe he has another.
Never mind.
Chille's male
Don't touch
dog does.
Yeah.
Tequila Mockingbird wants to know: did Chille ever appeal his case against you? No.
Of course not.
No.
He admitted defeat.
Chille, Lauren Psych Med said that they would love to come on Lauren. I don't know how to take that.
Is that a double entendre, or I mean,
was there supposed to be a comma?
Yeah, or is that supposed to be CUM? I mean, please clarify. We need more money, psych meds.
No. You can do that. Just it's totally
Just do
free
in
of
the
charge,
chat.
my friend. You could just email me and let me know if you, because one of those things I can do for you. The other one, you're on your own.
I think it means I would love to come on the Lauren show.
The Geeks of Arvada says Chille is actually your friend, and this is all a big scam. Brilliant. Bingo!
Yeah.
You caught
Yep.
me. We are best friends. I think that I've actually publicly announced several times that we are very, very dear, good friends. Relatives, even, I would venture to say. at this
Identical
point.
twins from a different mother.
Yeah, me and triplets. It's Lyle freaking Decastro, Kate Peter, and Chille Decastro for life. BFFLs.
Your retarded brother.
Regarded.
Shout out to Lyle.
Yeah, shout
He's
out to
a
Lyle.
4th place champion. You will show him the respect he deserves.
Yeah, I kind of want to, like, before we end the stream, I hope we can still have the pic. Yep, here we go. Never forget.
All of 4 feet tall.
Right. If you see they are 4th place champs.
He's so little.
Is that like first place losers?
You know what Ricky Bobby's
Yeah,
dad said? If you're not
Yeah.
first, you're last.
Yeah, that's right.
Dunce cap.
Yeah. This is a good find. I want to thank the woman who provided me with this wonderful material. Because I just laugh sometimes, especially the dunce cap thing.
His feathered hair is.
Have you noticed he hasn't really been saying it since that picture came out? He hasn't really said dunce cap much.
He's such a little guy. He really,
Dunce cap detoxed him.
I want to know what's up with the guy on the far left there, though.
The serial killer?
Yeah. Oh. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns? We've been going for freaking 2.5 hours. We still have over 600 people here. I don't know why you guys stick around, but thank you.
Right? It's weird, but we like it.
Yeah.
This stream was sponsored by Hershey's chocolate, apparently.
Right.
No, this stream was sponsored by Lauren's psych meds.
Well, in conjunction with Hershey's fucking chocolate.
Hershey's chocolate buttholes is what he's talking about.
Right. Charlie, get ready. You got Jake's butthole coming your way.
I think that honestly, if people called ASPCA on me for trying to mold my dog's butthole into a chocolate, like, it would be well deserved. It would be well deserved.
I meant to bring this up.
That would be really drastic.
This was fun. I meant to bring this up. What Glenn just said. Yes, he is now 5'8.5". He announced the other day.
Which is a lie.
You know, it's a short guy. Aiden does that too all the time. He'll be like, I'm 5'7.5". Like, if you have to add a half inch, it's just reinforcing how fucking short you are. Stop it.
Well, I mean, not for nothing, I've stood next to you, Kate. So I know comparatively he's fucking shorter than I am.
Right. Yeah, no, he's a little guy, which is fine.
Right. But I think you stopped using half inches at maybe 9 or 10 years old, maybe 11. I don't think you
Right.
go for that.
That's where he's stuck at. That's where his mind
Yeah.
is stuck at.
I'm screwing my wife listening to Kate's voice. Wow, that's descriptive.
Is that
a weird thing to
wait?
say?
Is that how you prevent premature ejaculation?
It's how you prevent pregnancy.
Right.
Or is that how you cause premature ejaculation?
No, it's definitely how you present it. Like, honey, I would get there, but this fucking psychopath is screeching in my ear.
Crazy lady.
Yeah, right.
Birth control.
Get away from me, lady. Like, honey, we've been going at it for an hour. Why can't you finish? I don't know. I've been listening to this this really abrasive woman talk about chocolate buttholes for 45 minutes.
Hey, why do you have one headphone in?
It's killing the mood. Oh my gosh. Lauren segments. We gotta end the stream before Lauren.
Stop having the same brain as me, Kate.
Let's use Jeff Lloyd as a mold. Chille's lips could recreate it easily. Yeah, he definitely kisses the ass of Jeff Lloyd frequently.
Just imagine that. I think he would love to eat your chocolate buttholes, Kate.
I wonder if I could get them like I wonder if there's somewhere that you can get a mold of like Ron Jeremy's asshole.
I think you can buy like pre-made ones. Yes.
I know you used to be able to buy Jenna James's vagina.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that because in high school I bought a boyfriend of mine Jenna Jameson's vagina. I'm really dating myself here, but that did happen. Yeah, so on that note, let's go ahead and put the Discord link in. If you haven't joined the Discord, we pretty much do the same thing that we do here in Discord round the clock. It's a lot of fun. It's not for the faint-hearted. There is a 60% chance that if you click this link and join the Discord, you might rage quit within a week. But we're happy to have you for as long as you can last in there. Any last-minute thoughts, questions, concerns?
You have not done sim sex with Chille and Chuck in the same room.
Do you think that I should make a Chille sim and put it into a gay relationship with Chuck Stegel sim?
Oh, fucking epic, yes.
Or a drag queen of Pamela Anderson.
No, I would really honestly like to have a storyline where Chuck Stegel and Chille actually are very happy together and build a family together. Maybe I'll do that.
That'd be a good one.
I'll do that this weekend. I'm just going to maybe kind of start the love story. I have the Sims wedding story now too, so we could actually have a nice wedding for Chuck Stegel and Chille Decastro. That would be nice, actually. That'd be really nice.
Well, what's funny is Laguna Larry has no idea what we're talking about. This is a real thing, Laguna Larry.
I don't actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Kate does sim sex on Discord for us on the weekends on occasion.
He's not explaining. That sounds awful. No,
it's a game. It's a game.
I own The Sims 4, which is like playing Dollhouse for losers. And I tend to upload mods to it so that like my Sims will have graphic sex and date rape each other and do cocaine and murder each other and stuff. So what I'll do is I will make like sim models of the people that I follow on YouTube, and then in Discord I will play out elaborate stories. For instance, we had a Chuck Stegel sim for a while, who is our Christian conservative, Trump loving, minority hating, cross-dressing vampire, and he is on a love quest for a big titty goth girlfriend. So I made him a big titty goth girlfriend, and then instead of staying faithful to Chuck, she slept with everybody in the neighborhood, did a bunch of cocaine, and got date raped by an elderly Asian man. So that's just a little taste of what we do with the Sims in Discord, guys. It's a lot of fun, and I would like to make some custom content for Chille. Perhaps I will make a Chille orange face skin this evening and some red glasses so that we can really, because I care. that it's an accurate representation. I go to great like pains to make sure that my Sims look like the people they're supposed to look like.
What kind of group did I join here?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, maybe this weekend we'll play some Chille Sims, guys, if you want, in the Discord, if you can last that long. You might not be able to because it's a terrible place.
It is.
Buckle up, buttercups.
All right, on that note, I guess I'm going to end the stream because now we're just rambling and it's almost 3 hours and I have to work in the morning.
Kate just sounds jealous of Chille.
I am very jealous of Chille.
Maybe Chille would do a stream for Josh for his $800.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Only fun if you treat people like Kate on it. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I mean, I'll make my own sim and torture my own sim too. Like, it's fair. It's just going to be a tall, kind of chubby chick with a very, very hooked nose. But anyway, on that note, I'm going to bed, guys. Good night.
Night, guys.
Good night.